Okay. So I should be live now. I'm on green. It's saying I'm okay now. Alright. Let me go to my stream manager thing. Shit, not what I want. Video producer. Stream manager. Give me a moment. I'm just testing something real quick. Still saying I'm offline. Shouldn't be on offline at this point, but whatever. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I think I'm alright. OBS is showing green. Let's see if my voice connection is proper this time. Fuck. What is wrong with Discord right now?
I don't know. It was like a week ago or something. There was like that whole incident where like Discord like was shut down or whatever. Like no one could connect.
Yeah, let me see.
I think it's because they like let more people be able to join voice chats because of the whole coronavirus thing. Like when they updated that stuff started acting weird.
I'm trying to find something on Discord here, or online at all about Discord lagging issues. Cause I
I
mean,
was
hmm?
I was gonna say I was lagging like a few days ago pretty bad for like a couple of minutes and then it went away and it was fine, but it's definitely
Yeah.
been weird on my end.
Well, I just want to see if it's the servers, and that's fine. I don't care if it's the servers. I just want to make sure it's not my computer that's causing the issue. Because if it's my computer, I need to fix something. Um.
Mhm.
So no, it's not that.
Are you getting any signal issues, Dolkin?
Nope, I've been on Discord like all afternoon. I haven't had any
Hmm.
issues.
Well, I haven't
Mm,
been in voice chat, but I've been like normal Discord text and I've been fine so far today.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, like the normal stuff is fine, but I want to know like why is my ping so high on Discord? Because OBS is reporting me at green. It's only Discord that's lagging, and that's pissing me off to no end right now. So
Can you
might
change
be.
the server you're on?
No.
Discord?
No, it's same. It's been the same. Maybe I just need to update Discord. Maybe that's why it's giving me shit. I'll try that. I'll be right
Maybe.
back. Fuck this damn program, I tell you. If Skype was a better option. Alright, we're gonna try and update Discord. Maybe that's the problem. It just wants to update and it's upset with me. Said I had one update. Let's see if that's it. Come on, update. I love technical issues in the morning. Yeah, I had no issue streaming last night. I mean, I know it's a popular time to be online right now, so maybe that's it. Alright, let's try now. Wow, look at that. I update and suddenly my voice connection is perfect. And then it goes to shit. God fucking damn it.
I don't know, because I don't have the newest update on my Discord and I think I'm fine.
Well, oh, my ping is bouncing left and right. Make up your mind, god damn it. It goes up to perfect and then goes back down to crap. Oh, yeah. And my stream is still saying that my bitrate is offline. That's weird. Goddamn stream manager. Can something fucking work today? That's all I want. There we go. Alright. Fuck.
Has this been like the only issue you've had all week?
This is
Or
the only issue I've had in the last couple days. I mean, I
oh.
streamed last night with no issue. But I know that a lot of people are getting onto Discord right now because it's 2:30 or almost 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so almost everyone on the West Coast is logging in.
Yeah, it might just be too
Fucking
many
children.
people.
God damn it, kids, go back to school where you belong. Little shits.
Well, school's been shut down, so unless you break and enter
I'm hope.
illegally.
There's a new strand of corona that kills young people. Children, go back to school.
Well, good thing I'm an introvert. I was
Goddamn.
self-quarantining before it was even necessary.
Alright, one sec. Let's see. So the entire bitrate is shit. So why? Pacer delays. Yeah, I know that. I get the problem. Can you tell? That's not a debug program. It just tells me that this thing's shit. Come on. Let's see. Pardon me. My bitrate's fine. That's fine. Okay. Discord, voice chat. Alright. Let's see what I get. 2020, for God's sake, I don't fucking care about 2017. I don't want videos, please. Thank you. I don't care. Yeah, let's see what this says. Most recent update on Discord. I'm unable to hear. Yeah. Input device won't show. Sometimes it does. Good God. Same issues here. Oh my God. Fuck you. God damn it. Try anything. I mean, this fucking is useless. This is gonna give me a flippin' headache dealing with this shit. Because there's no reason my... Oh, here. Maybe I'll go into my settings and see if there's an issue that way. Voice and video. Let's see. Okay. So that's for video settings. Determining input sensitivity. My input sensitivity's fine. Let me go test something. Testing. Okay, so it comes out fine. Fuck me. What's wrong with this damn computer? Do I have Bluetooth in oriented? I hope I don't. Some asshole connected to my computer and I don't know about it. What's this? Okay, well, that's not the issue. Clear that, please. I know I'm still streaming. I'm still live. All that's good. Audio standard. Is not detecting any audio mic yet. Use our latest technology to capture a screen share. Use an experimental method to capture audio from games. No. Audio recording is used for analyzing audio problems. Currently, one file is saved for the voice module folder. Debug logging. Okay. Huh. Input should be coming from that. Output should be coming from that. Okay. But that does not fix this goddamn issue. What the hell? Okay, let me see if I can check the server for status for this. Maybe that's the issue. Discord server status. Let me see. So long connection times for Brazil, API error. Okay, so they are having a bit of API issues. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Wait. US West operational. Okay. So why is my ping so bad? Because this is going to affect damn recording. By the way, if you want to grab the other two people while I'm dealing with this, that'd be amazing.
I'll add them in the chat.
Okay. Uh, Let me try something. No. No, that's not server settings. There will be something, damn it. So where do I need to go? Processing. Okay. How to fix it? Server settings. Got it. Overview. Okay. Jesus. Yeah. That
Yeah,
scared
I
me.
actually hit my I hit my mic while trying to take a drink of water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, US West is the closest server to me. Is my ping somewhere bouncing off something else? Is that the problem? I'm gonna try a different server and see what happens. Server setting overview. We're gonna try, let's see, let's try Central. Save changes. Let's see if it improves. Probably not. Nope, that went up to 80. Okay. Change. Let's see if I change it back and see if it fixes itself. Okay, now I'm back down to 31. Are you gonna stay that way? No, you fucking goddamn it. I'm at 32 ping and I'm getting this shitty of connection. Are you serious right now? More than 2. If outbound packet loss, maybe that's the issue. Let's see. God damn it. What does my outbound sound like? That's what the pinging is. So why am I getting pinging? God damn it. I don't fucking know. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh well. I think Discord's just being an asshole, and that's all I'm leaving it. Because everybody and their mother's on this damn thing now. I am so tempted to switch over programs to something else. I'll think about that though. But of course, that is assuming that Fel and Cameron show. Because if neither of them show, then we won't do a game today. So,
Just the tank and the bard going off on adventures.
that sounds like a terrible idea.
Well, it'd be even more cheerful if it was the bard, the rogue, and the tank, and just those three.
That's true. Let me try closing that. I don't think I'm gonna need that open. Let me see if that helps my ping. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick before anything starts.
I'll try to text Cameron because he's not responding on Discord. I don't have Fel's number though, so don't know how to get them.
Yeah, it is only Discord that's giving me connection issues. Okay, well, I give up on that. Alright. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was killing Dulkin. That's what I was doing.
You were trying.
Oh, Dulkin, if I wanted you dead, you'd be dead by now.
With the explosion, he wasn't supposed to survive.
Well, that was just my crappy dice rolls.
Also true.
But don't worry, Dulkin, I've got a present for you.
Oh yeah.
Something I've been planning out all week. Oh yeah, I need to pick a pair of dice. Let's go with you. Oh, I said actually I'd be rotating, so you know what? We'll do this pair. I'm sorry, Dulkin, but due to the fact that Grim Legacy voted that I should start rotating the dice according to the order it's on my desk, you're getting the dice set that has legitimately almost killed people now.
Like real life people?
That, yes, it did. I did step on the D4 this weekend.
Ah, ow. They're
Yeah,
like Legos, but
worse. My Black Dragon dice are the only dice so far that have continuously rolled nothing below a 15 and are very good at what they do. So I actually managed to nearly wipe out the party with during the Lich encounter. Was it last weekend? With these dice. And it was an underpowered Lich versus like with a CR 13 against five characters, averaging about level 10. So yeah, that was interesting. That was a good game too. Ooh, what is that? Oh, I can. Oh, interesting. But yeah, so we'll see if the other two show. Dilkin, I think I asked you if you have to leave early or not, or did I not?
I don't. The rink
Okay.
is closed, so I don't have anything.
The entire world has closed down because of this damn thing.
yeah, basically.
I miss my gym. I'm gonna be honest with you. This really does suck. Being quarantined because we now have we're just about to enact the shelter in home act, which means everyone has to stay in their homes unless for a specific reason, I think is what it was.
Specific reason. I gotta get them gains, bro.
You know, I've been trying that, but ugh. All I have now is doing the 100-man challenge, which is the whole push-ups, sit-ups, and
Men's arrived.
squats. Yeah,
Welcome, Cameron.
we'll be doing a session after all, assuming the voice connection's not god awful.
Hopefully.
What?
Shut up, Cameron. Bastard. I've been fiddling with this damn thing all day, damn it. It's weird because I was talking with Tren and Fuka I don't know, 2-3 hours ago. Yeah, around 11 o'clock ish, and no issues. So, yeah, I don't know what it is.
Projected potential is cursed. That's
No,
why.
well, no, I think it's honestly, it's because of the time. Everyone
Yeah.
is joining onto Discord right now, so of course voice quality is going to be low as the servers are trying to keep up. I mean, but that's alright. Let's see if I can get E2's attention or not. They may be
Spam.
busy. Yeah.
Whoever has their number, just start blowing it up.
I don't think I have Fell's number. Let me look. Let me check
I
that.
mean, I didn't think anyone did, but if you do, just start spamming one letter text at a time, just like D, N, D, over and over.
No, that's mean. No,
Yeah.
I don't have Fell's number.
Yeah.
I don't think at least I do. Who are you, and why do I have your number?
Because they're not at the beach still, right?
I don't know.
No.
Uh,
Don't get lost in the ocean.
no kidding. I
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
let's see now. Alright, let me just go into my contacts. I just realized I still have my ex's phone number in here for some weird reason. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, that person I can delete.
Oh, I'm managing to do pretty good and finding all the shrines in Breath of the Wild.
Trent's
Good
trying to do the
job.
same thing.
I think, if I check, I think I'm only like 5 off, maybe less.
Nice.
Good job.
And I'm steadily hating my life due to this. Because there's no way to get maximum hearts and maximum energy without either glitching the game, which will wear off when you save and quit, or it can cause other problems. And now I'm waiting for a shrine that requires a fucking blood moon.
Sounds like a you problem.
I'm gonna cry.
I don't know, go talk to Trent. He's the only one I know who's playing Breath of the Wild right now.
Then I gotta go beat the sword trials just because I want to be able to say, guess what, Master Sword? You're mine. You're
Oh.
stuck with me.
Are you trained 100%?
Also,
Yeah, I'm gonna be. So I gotta go after the rest of the Koroks. I've got
Cameron,
a few.
Oh, Trent just
don't
got
forget
the.
to.
Trent just got his last Korok.
Tren, I will beat the information out of you later.
Yeah.
Cameron, don't forget to do the banishment thing on your dumb sword that Zaya got. I want that rapier, please. Don't forget. Ven promised.
Then did, if we get a full night's, if I get 4 hours of rest, I will burn that 4th level spell slot just for you.
Thank you. Saya will make sure Ven.
If we
I'll
don't get suddenly
done.
jumped because the DM now wants to just make you use a longsword permanently.
No, but if you remember what happened on the end of last episode, which I'll be going over here
Yeah.
shortly.
Something I forget. Some stuff with Dalton.
Something was starting.
Oh, also for those watching who only watch Rejected Potential, which if you do, I'm sorry, you should go watch Grim Legacy. They're just as entertaining. They're higher level.
Because they might know what they're actually fucking doing.
No, they're
That
not actually
makes-
questing. They're just getting their asses kicked left and right.
No. They might actually know what they're fucking doing in general with their characters, whereas we are just
That-
sort of like, this
No.
is what I think I can do.
It makes us more endearing and amusing and entertaining.
But for those who do, I have finally gotten the Explorer's Guide to Wildermont physical copy. We also now have all the source books. I am gonna be probably
Woo!
running a one-shot dungeon sometime this week.
Woohoo!
With anybody who wants to join, in which basically I am going to allow players to kind of use the new all the new source books and to create characters to mess around with, just to test out some abilities and such. Because when we made all of this campaign,
I've been tossing a character concept around that's just a literal meme. I don't want to use it.
good, because I would end you. Anyway, so as I was saying, so we're talking about that. I've also, like I said, bought the physical copy of Explorer's Guide to Wildermont, so expect to see a bit more with that. As Dolkin does have a weapon that's kind of based around the idea of the vestiges of Divergence, with my own personal twist on it. So look forward to that and more to come as I'm reading through that book.
When is the one shot gonna be this week?
Sometime this week. It really depends on when I have time.
Because I do have a lot of work scheduled this week, but I'd like to do the one shot if possible.
Well, I'll let you know as soon as I figure it out. It probably won't be till after
Okay.
Tuesday because Grim Legacy is doing a session on Tuesday.
Mhm. I have Wednesday
don't
off,
know if
so.
I don't know if I'll do it because I have someone who's supposed to come and visit this week. It's gonna be nice.
Ooh. Who
Nope.
is it?
Not Fel, I know that.
You'll find out.
His right hand is coming to visit.
No, that was last week.
That explains why he was so
It's the
tired.
left hand this time.
No, that was the week before. They don't alternate, thank you.
You can't. You're not. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. Anyway,
You don't know if I'm ambidextrous or not.
I was gonna make a joke about nothing. Nothing. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, because I've got a lot of character concepts I'd love to test out in the one shot, just to like mess around with stuff.
We shall
So,
see.
yeah.
Alright, but yeah, so that'll be something up. Yes?
I'll share this after you finish.
Oh, that was it.
Okay, well, dumb character concept. A poisoner named Corona.
And suddenly Cameron found himself banned from all servers involving D&D.
Oh my god. What? Is there a weapon
know-
of choice? Is there a weapon of choice?
So-
Toilet paper?
No.
No, they just always smell
Cameron,
like lemons and have a lot
Cameron.
of soft paper on them at all times.
Cameron, do you realize that automatically I get demonetized because of you mentioning coronavirus?
Oh,
On-
crap, I did not.
YouTube, yes. YouTube currently is demonetizing every single video with that. I mean, to be fair, I don't
But-
get monetization most of the time anyways because I swear too much, but
Yeah.
What about like people informational? Like
Nope.
I saw informational
Everything.
animation. That's stupid.
mm-hmm.
And I've seen some
People-
monetized ones from news sources, but then again, News
Nope.
source is different.
YouTube is demonetizing everyone right now that mentions coronavirus just because, and some videos are getting blacklisted, in fact, as well, from what I've been hearing. So you can't say it,
Well,
just as a forewarning and a heads up. Alright, for those who are here, E2 will eventually join, maybe. Maybe not. So last time we left off, the party managed to beat up some zombies, get their butts kicked by some banshees. Dulkin almost died. Venzarwin should have died. And now finally they've managed to retake the manor of House Silversong. After a quick hour-long shot, as Dulkin had to take off pretty early. And so we come back to the party now, spending the night in the manor of Silversong that has been overgrown with much vegetation. Dulkin taking the room of a smith, where it was already designed to look like a blacksmith's shop, as well as sporting a very nice bed overall. A large queen-size bed with a very dwarven-esque theme. Zaya taking her old room and bunking with Tikva, and Ven finding the smallest room he can out of the way so he can try and find some peace and quiet. E2 has been gone this entire time, and the party has yet to notice or do anything at this point. As we continue, night has come on. An hour has passed since the last episode. You all have retired for the evening, slowly falling asleep to the wistful sounds of the wind outside against the trees, the calming skies being completely cloudless. All is relaxing, all is quiet as the fires crackle in the heat of the hearth. As I mentioned last time, Dulkin, give me a perception check, please. As Dulkin begins to dream, a great dream, Dulkin, you feel the loving embrace of what feels like a young maiden reaching or grabbing onto you and sort of spooning you in a sense in the bed. Her long locks seem to kind of wave over, smelling of a strong scent of strawberries. You can feel the warmth of the body. And Dulkin, as the night continues on, I'm checking something just to make sure. I could, if you wouldn't mind, give me a wisdom saving throw, Dulkin. All right. Okay. So, Dulkin, as you awaken next morning, everyone gets a long rest, by the way. You find yourself laying in bed, and as your eyes open up, a rather familiar figure is lying next to you. It looks to be Olivia with her blazing green eyes, her long blonde hair, the scent of strawberries in the air. She seems to have cuddled up next to you in the middle of the night and passed out. To you, this seems all but normal, as you recall that she had decided to join you lot on this quest, just so that way she could stay closer to you and be at your side should you need her, to prove that she is truly worthy of you and your hand. You, of course, accepted this, knowing that as a true dwarf, you want to have a partner in crime or a partner in life that would be strong enough to have your back, but at the same time shared many experiences with to make sure you two match and blend. Waking up fully, you can tell the hearth is out. Then you can hear in the other room chatting to himself something about trying to figure out where E2 is. Zaya and Tikva can be heard out in the hallways talking away about childhood memories. What would you like to do, Dulkin?
Well, I'm gonna wake up.
Mm-hmm.
You said I just like this is normal. Like I
Yep.
expected her to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna wake up. I'm just gonna do my normal blessing of the forge thing on my armor to
Okay.
increase that.
All right. Your armor turns a bright blue for a moment and then fades back to its normal color. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Um, I don't know. Make sure that Olivia's comfortable and things are going well with her. How was
She's,
her day? You know, do like general catch up because I don't remember having asked her questions yesterday.
she seems to kind of roll back over and kind of starts to snore lightly after you get out of the bed and start working on your armor. Although the sounds of your forge being kind of slightly worked in your casting seems to not really even bother her, as the calm you can hear her calm breathing going up and down continuously. Ven and Zaya, as you're walking about, kind of waking up, something feels off, but overall the manner seems very comfortable. Seems like a normal day. You have all gotten a nice long rest, and everything seems just calm. No zombies, no banshees, nobody fighting. You can hear the calm chatter of soldiers out and about from the New Hope organization, walking about, just going about their business as things are getting organized. Zaya, what do you want to do?
You said I'm walking along with Tikva right now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of turn her and be like, Tikva, how do you feel about this whole thing? I don't know. I'm optimistic, but with my past experiences, I just feel like something's gonna go wrong with this whole taking back the mainland for our family and restoring our name. I don't know.
She nods along, listening to you, and sighs for a moment, looking up at the collapsed roof as you realize you're seeing perfectly good sky above you, and takes a long pause, looking back into your eyes, and starts to speak. Well, it's not like I have any real advice on this. My own group didn't fare too well. My only advice I have is don't let goblins pick flowers, and that's pretty much all I have at this point.
uh, goblins pick flowers. Okay, I suppose I'll keep that in mind.
As you're
How do you
chatting,
feel?
oh, go ahead.
Oh,
No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna. How do you feel about this whole extra world thing? I don't know. It gives me bad feelings being connected to a world we don't know about.
Well, she kind of scrunches up her nose, and it looks like she's concentrating, trying to come up with a way to explain what she's thinking. Um, I don't know really. I haven't experienced much of the new world, and don't have plans to at this point. It looks like grandfather is planning to keep me by his side for the time being. Otherwise, I guess that's pretty much. I mean, nothing we can do about it.
You're right. How's it like being, I guess,
Undead.
reanimated to life? Yeah, if
Well, I'm still hoping that a wish spell will take care of that sooner than later, but
I can
for
get one, sister.
well, grandfather has said that he would be able to gather one himself from this crown that you're supposed to be looking after. I know I wouldn't want to have to deal with this. From what I've understood, it's not exactly a cakewalk through the tomb, so
Mhm.
and going underground doesn't exactly interest me anymore.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of going into cottages and small towns anymore.
Ah, but we must. That is part of our job.
I suppose. Do you think we should make sure the others are awake? I'm assuming we need to get around soon.
Well, have to meet with grandfather this morning, so I will return with you shortly. As she kind of turns and starts to walk away.
Take care, Tikva.
All right, then, as you awaken after going into your trance, E2 is still nowhere to be seen. The room is still jungle themed, and overall, you feel at peace.
I'm gonna walk out of my room and just go find food and keep an eye out for it too. I'm gonna also, if I see Zaya, I'm gonna instantly use banishment on the sword.
As you go to open your door, having put on all your gear once more, Zaya is standing there looking down longingly at the hallway as Tikva seems to walk away. Immediately casting banishment, the sword does not disappear.
Well, I
Do
tried.
I do I notice Ven standing there?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious when he opens the door.
Oh, I'm gonna turn around. Ha, Ven, you're awake. I was just about to wake you up. Uh,
I tried. The sword won't.
what? And I'm gonna glance down at the longsword. Does anything feel different?
It feels like a longsword.
Like a normal, non-cursed one.
I mean, as opposed to being able to feel a curse. I mean, you don't hear voices.
Can I try to pull out my rapier, my vorpal rapier?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pull it out.
As you begin to pull out your Vorpal Rapier, you feel the Vorpal Rapier fall out of your hands into the ground.
Wait, it just into the ground. It's gone.
Nope, it just drops onto the ground.
Oh gosh, Ven, could you
Up.
pick? Yes, thank you. Could you put it back in its sheath right there?
I'm tempted not to return it, but I will.
Alright, as you put
And-
the thing back in, nothing else happens.
I'm gonna
Oh,
try and
this
just
is-
take the sword from her directly.
Okay, I don't fight.
Alright, as Ven takes the sword, nothing happens.
Can he grab it?
Yep, no issues.
Okay, can I
take
try
it and
to?
I sheath it.
Okay, as you sheath it, it goes into the sheath, no issues.
Can I try to get my rapier now?
As you
Alright,
pull
I
out
just-
your rapier, the rapier immediately falls to the ground once more.
Oh my god! This is not okay.
Are you
There's.
actually gripping it, or are you just pulling it out and dropping it?
I am holding on to it with all of my
Try picking it
might. Okay, oh fine. And I'm gonna grab it up.
The thing does not
Dead.
move.
Oh my god. Then we need to get this sorted out. We're going into a quest where I'm going to need to be able to use this rapier.
I don't get why you touched the sword knowing that
I-
I was gonna curse.
I didn't
And
know
knowing
it
that
was
it might have been
cursed.
I
You
said
didn't
it after
tell
I got
me.
it. He gave me a cursed sword.
I thought it was cursed. Like I didn't attune to it. I didn't mess with it. I picked it up by the handle carefully. Same with you. I didn't realize it was a touch, a bonding curse.
I'm just
You
gonna
didn't
facepalm.
tell. You
I
didn't
didn't
tell anyone what the
type
curse
of
was.
curse it was because
That's
no one needed to know.
important.
No,
Clearly
it's
so.
a cursed sword. You leave it where it lies. If I drop it, I drop it. Don't fucking touch it.
Well, why did
Now
you
you're
have
gonna
a
have to
cursed
use it to fight
sword?
for right now.
At this
I-
point,
Fight-
Duncan,
come
you
up,
can hear the loud yelling right outside your door.
I very
I can't
quietly
just
close my door and
use it.
tell these two to shut up.
I'm gonna look at him and be
Whoa.
like, she got herself cursed
You-
with the sword that your ancestor made me, and well, now she can't use
You,
the rapier.
well,
Right, about this sword. If it were to not be attached to someone, could you do something with it to get rid of it?
I tried that already. Banishment
he
didn't work.
grabbed it from me and took it and tried to banish it, and I still can't pick up my rapier. Can someone get it off the floor, please?
I'll
wanna
I'll
try?
grab it and give it to her.
Thank you. Could you just put it in my sheath? Thank you, Dolkin.
Do you
Hey.
still have the sword on you?
I have it.
Ben, yeah, has it in his sheath.
Okay.
I have it in its sheath. I hold it up in its scabbard, essentially.
I'm gonna hit it with a remove curse.
Okay. As you do, if I remember right, that is just an automatic, not a save on the item. Am I correct in
Yeah.
that? Alright, as you do, the sword seems to not do anything. Nothing
Never try.
changes.
Now, Zaya, don't grab the sword.
I am going to grab my rapier and not drop it, hopefully, and I unsheath it as I say this.
You pick up your rapier, fine.
Oh, thank the gods.
Oh god.
then
okay, I
I-
need to sell off this cursed sword to somebody who doesn't need it.
I'm never picking up anyone's items ever again, ever. Oh. And I sheathe the rapier. So glad to have it useful.
Unless you think you can work it into something that's not cursed.
I'm not touching it.
Look
It's
at-
cursed.
Still can. It's glad you're awake. We should
Um,
probably get around.
Zaya and Ven, please give me wisdom saving throws.
Oh boy. Okay, hang on. Can I remove the sword from my
I already
inventory, by
did.
the way? Oh, okay. I figured, but.
'Kay. Zaya.
Okay.
Age obviously doesn't give to wisdom. All right.
Well,
Both of you suddenly remember traveling with that Alluvia had decided to join you guys on your journey. Late into the journey, as you guys had made it to the Tiefling main continent lands, the colonies, Alluvia had arrived to join with you and had spent most of the time chasing after Dolkin and following him around. Nothing seems amiss as she suddenly comes out fully clothed and dressed.
Is she in
uh,
proper armor? Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, you should
She's
probably go. Put
she's
some
wearing
protection
leather
on."
gear. It's very simple leather gear and has a small sword on her or in one hand.
Good.
well,
You're awake.
uh,
We should be moving out
Is it
probably.
a long
yeah.
sword?
No, it's a short sword.
Damn.
Glad you're awake, Olivia. I was just about to suggest to the others that we head out and be prepared. I assume you've collected all your things?
She just nods and continues on.
We gotta find it too before we leave as well. She wandered off again.
I have a question for you. I forgot to ask during our travels. How did you get a hold of my grandmother's ring?
She looks at you kind of perplexed and says, "Grandmother's ring?"
Yes, my grandmother's ring. And I just kind
Um,
of smile and wait for the answer.
I don't know what you're speaking of.
With my grandmother's ring, the one you somehow had, the it glows blue sometimes. You know, the grandmother's ring. My grandfather told me all about it. I'm not mad. It's been a little bit inconvenient, and I'd like to know the answer.
The ring I gave Dolkin?
Yes, yes. Your
Ah,
engagement ring.
yes. I bought it off of some tiefling merchant, I believe, or something of the sort, during my travels from the Gnomish lands to the city of Dragon's Gate.
Oh, do you know what the merchant looked like?
Just another normal tiefling merchant, you know. That's pretty much all I know. It was a while back though, I can tell you that much. I don't recall much else.
Hmm. I see. But is there any way you can get off him and find another engagement ring? People have been assuming he's engaged to me, and I'm sure that's going to be inconvenient for you as well as me. He can't get it off his finger, last I recall.
Well, why would he want to? And why don't you just go find your own partner and get engaged and be done with it?
Well, I'd like to, but because the ring was my grandmother's, tieflings see it and make assumptions.
Well, I'm sorry, but I bought the ring fair and square and gave it to Dolkin to confess my own feelings for him. Now,
Oh,
if, as you mentioned, you said we are supposed to be heading out?
can I insight her on that? Like,
Sure,
I want to see if she like hates me because she seems really aggressive when I'm just trying to be like, hey, we need this fixed.
sure.
Ah, gosh darn it.
All right. What'd you get? She seems to be fully telling the truth, or fully being honest with you overall, from what you can tell.
Does
And she doesn't seem to hate you. It just seems she's more of a seems to be more naturally aggressive these days. Maybe it's something you get the sense that's probably something to do with the chaotic situation and so on and so forth.
Okay, then sure, let's head out, and I'll just kind of start walking to where I assume I'd be able to find my grandfather or someone who could tell us what we're doing.
Heading down, you see your grandfather standing around talking to Isier and Tikva, as well as a few other prominent members of the group, chatting about something or other. Coming down, you catch a little bit of their conversation, something on the sort of basically that. Give me a moment. Your grandfather begins speaking how he has plans to continue to push and liberate the other manors, setting up strongholds as they move along, while you lot will be going straight for the capital to liberate this item, as well as picking up that stone. And your grandfather looks at Alluvia for a second and goes, "Ah, okay," and goes back to what he was doing as he looks about. Um, as you walk up, he looks to Zaya specifically though and says, mm. So, we're beginning our push. I'll be heading out with the rest of New Hope, and your job is, of course, to head straight for the capital. You should be there within 3 to 4 days, I believe.
Is
there any spare
anyone?
longswords laying around?
Not that I know of. You've got a smith with you though, so that should be plenty to help you out.
Is anyone else coming with us, or will it just be us? And I gesture to, the rejected potential and Alluvia. Like, will it just be us, or?
I mean, I believe it'll just be you lot. I don't know about your new friend here, but otherwise, yes.
New friend?
He just kind of nods and says, "Yeah." Anyways, yeah, you can be on your way. I'll catch up with you, or we'll catch up with you eventually.
New friend. Okay.
If you need a map, I'm more than happy to provide what I can for you, granddaughter. But I recommend you head out as soon as possible.
Yes, I'd like a map, and is it possible I could say goodbye to Tikva before I go?
I cannot stop you, but sure. Yeah, and he starts calling for one of the New Hope members, and they bring over a rather large map of the territories, showing a direct route straight to the capital from where you're at. From what you're looking at, it's probably gonna take you around 7 days to get there.
Okay. I'll take the map.
All right.
And then I'll head over to Tikva
Mm-hmm.
and be like, so I guess I won't be seeing you for a while now.
She nods and sweetly looks upon you and says, "Well, yes, I guess that's the case. Remember my advice: never let a goblin pick flowers for you."
Yes. Take care, and if you can contact me, please do. I want to make sure you and grandfather stay safe, and I'll see Aaron and the rest.
Okay. And as you yes.
Hug,
She says her
cousin hug
grandfather stay
time.
safe. I'm gonna giggle. I'm gonna chuckle, more or less, because he's never safe.
All right. As you guys start heading out, saying your goodbyes, heading out of the manor and onto the road, you can see that a few of the members of New Hope have started to split up, heading down other forks of the road. Traveling around, you still haven't seen E2 anywhere whatsoever. Dulkin, however, you do start to feel something, a pull from what was off in the distance towards Dragon's Gate. A sudden shift in power from that area suddenly gets you a rise as your staff seems to alight slightly, and then you feel the shift of the power switching over to back to the holy dwarven lands. It seems that the mighty staff of war has vanished to all the way over to the other side of the continent.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. You also feel that it is being possessed by another power or another creature of sorts than the one it was originally being held from. But it has not yet activated as of this point. Alright. Heading onto the road. Many of the villages that you guys pass by on your travels seem to be almost completely empty, void of life or any materials of any use as you are able to look about and scavenge. Upon finally getting through your first day of travel, you can see off in the distance what looks to be a small village. It's still somewhat intact, as everything up to this point has been pretty much ruined, burned, and blackened. You can see what looks to be shadows dancing about, creatures moving. Um, Many a things seem to be going on in this city. What would you lot like to do?
Is there like any signs of like other people or creatures around?
You don't see anybody specifically at this point. Um, oh, okay. So you don't see animals, mostly due to the fact that many of the fields around these areas are burnt and blackened. Um, However, you do notice. Give me a moment. I'm just pulling up something. Um, that the city itself seems to be very quiet, almost stone cold quiet, if you will. Nothing. I mean, you
Hmm.
do hear that things are moving, but nothing of true. You don't hear the footsteps.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
I want to like see if there's been like if there's like any, I don't know, signs of like undead brought to life or any curses or just like any sources of powerful magic
Okay.
around the city. Woo! First good roll in a while.
All right. You sense a powerful magic coming from the center of town where there looks to be a church coming off of it. And otherwise, you sense smaller amounts of magic coming from throughout the village, but that could also be the villagers. Tieflings are well known to have a lot of natural magic.
Mhm. And did the crown and the items we were looking for, were they said to be in a church?
No, you're far off from the capital. You're still 6 days
Ah,
away.
okay. All right.
This is just the
Okay,
first
then
village you've come to that was intact.
Does it look like to be an inn?
You do see an inn, where there seems to be, it's got its lantern out. The sign on it from this distance you can see has two horns with a monkey below it. Um, and there seem to be people walking in and out. Otherwise, it's not very rowdy from the sounds of it from this far out. You're still outside of the city limits at this point, so it's gonna be harder to hear anything.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to the group and be like, I'd like us to be cautious approaching because the last city we approached, I got kidnapped in, and then it got ransacked by snow elves. So perhaps be on guard.
Luvia just kind of nods and pats Dolkin on the shoulder.
Well, Zaya, you're the most familiar with the area. Lead the way.
Okay, I just keep an eye out for any threats, and I guess I'll start walking towards the town,
Okay.
hand on my rapier hilt just in case.
All right, as you start to walk towards this town, it seems peaceful. There's nothing really going on. Um, Going in towards the tavern, finally making it into the town proper, you see that many of the houses are just basic stone houses with hay roofs. Many of the residents seem to be quiet and keeping to themselves, not really speaking. It's gotten dark out, so you really can't see much of them overall. Give me perception checks, everyone, and I'll roll for Alluvia.
Okay.
Ouch. That's not great. Oh wow.
Oh my
I am
gosh.
not the worst person in the group. Okay. And Ven?
Today's been bad luck.
Ven. Oh. Ven. There we go. Now he's rolling. Alright. So the only person
Yay.
noticing, Ven, let me
The
send
old
you
man.
a quick PM.
The old man has the best eyes of the group.
Alright. As you continue walking about the village, Ven,
I'm gonna be like, nope, and start walking just straight through. Be like, we're not staying in the village.
What's wrong?
I will point it out to you after we are out of the village, but we are not staying in the village.
Okay, I guess I'll follow Ben and like walk around the village,
okay.
past it. I trust that he saw something.
Olivia
So I'm
looks
gonna
to
just
Dolkin and says, well, it'd be nice to sleep in another bed instead of camping out under the stars tonight.
we Ben, what did you see that's so alarming?
I'll whisper it to Zaya and be like, they don't have shadows. That's not normal, and that means there's something funky going on.
Don't have shadows. DM, can I recall any creatures, maybe native to the Tiefling lands that wouldn't have shadows?
Give me a history roll.
Okay, come on. Everett, come on. Gosh darn it.
You
Ben, are you
don't
good at history?
you don't recall any creatures like that existing as far as overall that would not have shadows. But you also know there are some spells that can be cast to basically hide your shadow.
Hmm.
The same goes
Why
for
would
you,
they hide
Ven.
their shadow?
Well,
Why would they hide
I'll
their
let Doken know
shadow?
the same, but I'll let Doken and Lee know the same. But I do not trust this town if they're There's
You
something funny
don't.
going on. There's no shadows.
Olivia looks to Dolkin and says, "We should go in there. What's the worst that can happen? They can't hurt us."
Olivia, that I'd like to say the contrary. We should probably be more cautious than anything.
But think of
So
it
we're
like
going
this:
onto this country.
we've got Dolkin here. He can hit anything he needs. He'll be fine. You
He
got
couldn't keep me from
Yeah,
getting
he could also
kidnapped.
get his throat slit or kidnapped in his sleep.
yes, but as long as we stay together, we'll be fine.
Olivia, don't you care about
Yeah,
his
that's why we're
safety?
gonna go camping out in the woods, where we all
I'm
can
gonna look
stay
at
together
her
and
as
keep an
I
eye out.
as I ask this.
Because
Don't you
you and
care
I,
about his
Olivia,
safety?
Of course I do. He is
Olivia, you and I only need 4 hours of sleep. These two need 8. So if
Yes.
we go out in the wood, I sleep first shift, you stay up, and I stay up, and you sleep.
Can I?
There's the watch going 24/7
What's up,
for
Zai?
the total time.
DM, can I incite Olivia when she said, like, of course I do about Dolkin's safety?
Sure.
Because she's,
Wow.
like, encouraging. Gosh darn, I'm gonna stop doing that, Frey. That's it. Normal dice from now on.
Wow, getting jealous there, aren't you, Zaya?
No, it's.
She seems to be telling the truth. She seems to really care, actually show feelings towards Dolkin.
We should be safer rather than sorry. If we want, perhaps we can send 1 or 2 of us in and have the rest wait outside of the city as backup, or just
But
do a
No, we're not.
scouting mission.
We're not doing that. We're not splitting
yes,
up.
I agree with Dolkin on
No
this. We should
splitting
not,
apart.
because of the fact that,
We're all
you know,
going camping, and that's the end of it.
I think that I vote that we should go inside. And worst case scenario, we kill everything inside. What's so bad about that? That's not the first time.
I don't have much confidence
Because
in our
if the
fighting
troops are
abilities.
If a town suddenly disappears off the face of the earth, they're gonna be worried.
Hold
We're
up a
trying to
second.
get alliances.
Dolkin?
Olivia, did you just say it wouldn't be the first time you've killed an inn full of people?
She looks at you and says, "No, I meant like that you lot haven't have killed a group of people at an inn. Do you not remember the
We've-
Great Earthquake?"
Great earthquake. We
When the
didn't
inn
purpose.
collapsed on us?
Yes, one of your party members killed like half of my patrons.
We didn't like that party member, and it wasn't on purpose. He was just clumsy, and he was a bore. We didn't
He was a
purposely
bore,
kill
he was a
innocent
bore,
people.
and we tried to save as many as we could.
You included.
Dolkin, give me an insight check.
Streams in the town.
Alright, one moment, Dolkin. Where is there we go.
Because grandfather wants us to take back the capital and such for the Silverstar Manor. Killing a bunch of villagers, assuming they are not monsters or of the sort, would look very bad on our family name.
I'm gonna give Olivia the stink eye and say, "No, I think we'll camp out in the woods tonight."
Fine, whatever you want. I just thought it'd be
Mm.
nice to sleep in a bed.
You
And
slept
not
in a bed
next
last
to-
night.
and not
Remember.
next
I'm
to the filthy
gonna-
old man.
Uh,
That she seems to be telling the
Why,
truth.
I'm getting this thing out, huh?
Can
Alright.
I?
Yes.
Okay,
Go
alright,
ahead.
hang on. Can I cast message to Dolkin?
Sure.
Like, cantrip message? I want to be like, what's wrong, Dolkin? What was that look for? Because I assume I noticed the stink eye.
Sure.
Assuming Dolkin wasn't trying to hide it.
No.
Is message one of those I can just respond to?
Yeah.
You can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
Yeah, I'll say just something's not right about her.
Okay, and I'll my face is gonna remain unaffected, like I didn't hear that said, and just be like, "Ugh, well, I suppose we're camping. Let's go then."
She just kind of nods and accepts it. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick before we do
Okay.
this scene.
Quick, strategizing time. The DM's out. Oh gosh, what do you? Okay, guys, what do you think
Kill
she is?
Olivia.
I'm thinking she's a Rakshasa. As my theory, my personal theory, just because they can take the form of people you know, and they're magical, and they're on the island. So that's my fan theory of the day.
Well, they may be, it may be that, or it may just be a regular shapeshifter or change.
Maybe she just hates us because I think no, we saved her father, didn't I? Her father didn't die in the
Saved the
inn.
barkeep and we saved her. I don't
Yeah,
know
so
the barkeep
she-
is her father.
So she shouldn't like hate us and want revenge against us for that. I don't
Or
know.
she's just psycho bitch for Dulkin.
Oh no, is she yandere or whatever?
Only mine, and only mine.
Oh gosh, is Dolkin a senpai? Is she young?
Wait, is Dulkin a senpai? That's what I come back
No,
to.
is Olivia yandere? That's what we're wondering.
Oh.
She got all defensive about that ring and stuff.
Dulkin becomes senpai. It was expected to happen.
Oh god.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so as you continue to, or start to make camp and everything, Olivia tends to help, but only to the slightest, not really having an interest. Messing around as she whittles down a piece of a stick and kind of moves to set up the fire. Camping out, getting her gear together, digging a fire hole. Fire pit. Jesus, wow, that was bad. No one Google that. I don't want to know what that is. Everything seems calm. Olivia starts to kind of softly sing a song in the background, but nothing of interest really.
Hey, Olivia,
She looks to you and nods.
I've been asked to question you about that night with the goat.
Oh, no. I'd rather not recall that if I'm honest.
Oh, come on, it had to be a funny story.
Zaya's just gonna like make a face while she tries to set up camp.
Share the story, or else I'm gonna tell a more embarrassing one.
Zaya, give me
Go
a
ahead.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try to roll with my actual dice and hopefully see if I do better. I got a 5. Nope. The world hates me.
Okay, she looks to Dulkin and she says, I mean, it was a while back. All I can recall is something about a halfling or gnome and a goat waking up in our bed together. I think Zaya got drunk and invited them, but I don't recall fully.
Well, that's boring.
Wait, did she say I invited them?
Yes, she said she doesn't recall wholly. She's not.
Do I don't remember inviting them.
You were
correctly.
so drunk you don't remember anything from that night.
I should hope I didn't invite them. And I kind of mutter this to myself while I'm like setting up my tent or whatever.
Olivia looks to you and says,
Well, that was
"Why?"
one morning. I'm still gonna recount the tale of when Zaya's grandfather took 3 girls into the same room.
I did not need to know that about my grandfather, but thank
That's
you, then.
an image of a wrinkly thing I didn't want to picture. And this is why I wanted a room to myself. Now, may I ask why you're so inquisitive, Dulkin?
We never really got a chance to talk much. It started out with a collapsed building, and then we kind of went separate ways.
You're not
d-
jealous, are you, Dulkin? And I say this like kind of teasingly.
Jealous? Me? No.
Insight. Nah, I believe Dulkin's not the jealous type.
Luvia continues to sing. Let me check something. Who here speaks Infernal?
I do.
I don't believe Ven or Dulkin do.
I do.
Nope.
Oh,
Just
Ven-
Dulkin.
Ven and Zaya. All right. Go ahead and give me perception checks to see if you can actually hear what she's saying.
Okay.
Wow. God damn, man.
Oh yeah, 19.
Okay.
Woo!
So as the two of you listen, it seems that she's singing something about a land with a golden city of the great beasts of old and how they were so triumphant. That's about all you roughly
don't rec-
catch.
I don't
History
recognize this as an Elvish
check?
song.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't recall. Like, I want to see if I recall hearing anything about a golden city and like tiefling lore and such. That's a
Well,
10.
see if I recognize it in Elvish.
Yeah, 10.
Okay. All right. So Zaya, you don't recall a song about any great beasts, although this could refer to a lot of things. Some people refer to the one of the forgotten gods, the striped fang, as one of the or as a great beast. Actually, in fact, all of the forgotten gods are considered some of the great beasts. Depending on how they're depicted, depending on which priest you're talking to. Then you don't recall anything of a golden city in your travels over the years. Um, but something about great beasts you heard once spoken by some tabaxi singing about it.
I've only heard great beasts from Tabaxi, so
She looks up to you as you say that and says, "Oh, I didn't realize you lot spoke infernal. Apologies, it's a song my mother used to sing to me. Yes, it's a song about Tabaxi and their great conquest in a golden city from the old days, but I don't think it's
DM,
anything of truth." Yes.
can I roll insight on that? Not knowing we spoke infernal because I am a tiefling
Okay.
when she says that.
Sure.
I want to roll insight on that.
Sure.
I don't want to talk, but I don't care.
Stern,
picked
I-
up traveling with her grandfather.
I got a 5. I need to give myself Spartic inspiration, I swear.
Yeah, so
Inspired!
she seems to be
That's
telling the
our taking
truth.
levels in Bard.
She seems
Not
to be fully
speaking-
telling the truth that she did not know
Yeah.
that you spoke infernal. The assumption probably is the fact that many tieflings who travel may have not grown up in the mainland and thus may not have learned infernal when they were young.
Oh, okay. Well, I am a noble, so I did grow up there, but that
She
passes.
doesn't know that you were a noble. She never addressed you as such. Remember that.
Yeah, no, that's good. Stay that way. Guys, I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Scout out the town a bit more, perhaps when it's nighttime. See if
It is
anything.
nighttime.
Oh, well, I say we should go scout out the village, the town now, because they don't have shadows. So perhaps there's something about whatever secret, whatever magic it is, connected to the night, to the darkness. And I still have bad feelings about this. So
She,
I don't think that's a right idea, because if they're nocturnal, then we're gonna be dead. Honestly, I think we should just move past and focus on our job.
I say we go
What
and
if-
kill the whatever the source of magic was.
well, I don't know if they're not a threat. I wouldn't say kill them outright, but I do agree leaving this alone when we're trying to take back the lands could be bad. What if it comes back to bite us? Then
I agree.
if we go to the capital, the source of magic will be behind us, and we'll be cornered between it and the problems in
As
the
well
capital.
as it'll be having something else come up on its rear in another day or two.
Olivia looks
The
at
wolf is
Dulkin
coming
and says,
through here and sweeping the area, remember?
Olivia starts to whisper to Dulkin, but what if this creature, whatever it is with all this magic, is trapping poor people?
What do you mean? Wait, can I hear her say that?
Nope.
Gosh darn it. Then I'm not
You
saying we
don't
go
even
into the
see her
town.
lips move. Sorry.
I'm saying we should go on the outskirts and look into the town. Perhaps peek into a window, stay a safe distance, stay alert, but investigate more. Try to see what they could be.
Are there any lights on? Like any lamps
Yeah,
lit or
there
anything like
there
that?
were torches. The inn was lit up. The church was lit up. I mean, it was well lit, and the village was looked completely intact, with people walking about and everything.
Scout at the edges and peer in.
Fine, let's go. Let's not
I
waste
don't
time then.
believe it's a good idea, but
We
not gonna
stay
leave you there
back.
alone.
We stay together and keep your weapons on hand. And as I say that, I'll draw my rapier as, like, walk towards the town stealthily.
That's a
Okay.
beautiful sketch.
Olivia is going to go ahead and draw out her sword, next standing beside Dulkin, kind of somewhat behind him, using him as somewhat of a shield.
I'm
I-
gonna go up and get in front of our leader and draw my short sword.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
"You're
she
squishy,
can.
stay behind me."
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'm fine staying behind then as long as I can still see.
All right,
clearly in front.
as you guys start to head into the village, it seems peaceful. There's a small commotion, a lot of talking and discussion coming from the inn. The houses, most of them have their lights or the torches inside turned off, candles are unlit, so it's pretty dark in most of the houses. It seems that the inn at this hour is the only thing that's still lively. The church also still has its lights open or on.
Can I make a stealth check or to
Sure.
stealth?
As you
Because
do so, Olivia looks at you, grabs a hold of you, and pushes you towards Ven as she's still holding on to Dulkin, and immediately casts invisibility
On me?
on all of you.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say I got okay. I got a good check, but this is fine.
That's advantage on it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh,
if you
well,
have
I
to roll
got a
later.
23. 23, and then let me roll again. And that's a 17, so
Do you want
23.
all of us to roll?
You don't have to unless I need it.
I'm rolling just now, so I have.
All right.
it in hand.
So as
I'll
you
just-
guys
yeah.
start heading into the village, where are you heading? Because at this point, the only two prominent buildings is the inn and the church.
Well, let's go try and Let's go eavesdrop at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say peek into the windows.
All right.
Mhm.
Olivia starts to kind of push Dulkin towards the inn, heading in that direction. Dulkin, this is the first time you've ever been invisible, so and as you look down, you can't see yourself.
Very weird.
All right.
I
Heading to.
whispered to Dulkin, "Hey, you lost some weight. You can't see it, but you did."
That's just mean. Okay. So as you head towards the inn, Dulkin, you can see fully inside at this point. It looks like there are tieflings in there laughing and joking, a lot of them having fun. You see a very tall, bald human, looks to be standing at the bar itself, handing out drinks. Another young man running about that looks to be another tiefling, handing out orders of meat, bread, simple stuff, nothing really fancy outside of simple farmers' expectations. There's a little bit of music as a few drunks are singing, and otherwise it seems normal.
How common are humans in the Tiefling lands?
I mean, as slaves, they're not exactly common. As visitors, rare, very rare. It's very unlikely that any humans would end up landing this far, as their main homeland is on the other side of the globe.
So is this like appearance of this like human here just like very odd?
Yes, to you, however, you have seen humans before in the Tiefling lands. It's just extremely rare.
Do I sense any magic coming off of him?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. That's a 22.
All right. Yeah. He's giving off a lot of magic.
Can I tell what kind of magic?
Nope.
Like necrotic? No? Okay.
He just seems to be giving off the same amount of magic as any typical mage would.
Do they have shadows with the lights in the inn?
Perception check for Dulkin, as he is the only one who can see into that building.
Would I be able
Ah.
to see over him?
Dulkin, you do see some have shadows, some do not.
Some of these people
Okay.
have shadows and some don't. I'll relay that
What
to the
is
group.
Olivia kind of.
Dulkin, which
Who's the
one's
shadowest of them?
But then I'll step out of the way so someone else can look in the window.
okay? I want to see if the human has a shadow or not specifically.
You cannot tell as he is standing behind the bar.
Okay. Well, what tieflings do and don't have shadows? Like, does there appear to be like a certain age, a certain gender, a certain like
Nope. They seem to
class?
be just as random.
Random? Okay. Do
Okay,
they don't
can I
have
peek
any
over my side
markings?
shoulder and see if the tieflings that don't have shadows are also partially see-through?
Okay. Give me a perception check, Ven.
How tall are you then?
He can see at this point.
Well, I assume he's taller than me.
Please.
All right. They're not see-through.
Well, that throws that theory out the window.
They are darker skinned, though, however, compared to the other tieflings.
Why is their skin darker? Ghosts would be lighter. What would be darker?
Perhaps.
Olivia kind of
Birds?
whispers into Dulkin's ear, "What about shadow demons?"
What about them? I don't know anything about shadow demons.
Well,
Shadow
if they
demons.
morphed or if they were polymorphed, they'd probably come out darker looking. They also wouldn't have a shadow.
Can I like see if like I know of shadow
Can I
demons
roll
taking the
history on
form of
that?
tieflings? Yeah, or like nature, whatever
Sure.
about the shadow demons. Yeah, because I wanna. Okay.
No, Trent, that's a bad
Oh.
idea.
Nature, right?
Sure.
I rolled history to see if I had any recollection of shadow demons.
I got 13.
Okay, starting with then, you fought shadow demons on the beach, in the colonies. You fought them on the beach on the mainland of the Tiefling lands. You've fought them throughout your adventures. You've never heard of someone polymorphing one before, but it's not impossible. As far as nature check, it's not in a shadow demon's ability to be able to polymorph naturally on its own.
Olivia, how'd you hear? Why'd you think of shadow demons?
Haven't you lot been? We've all been fighting them since we arrived in these lands. I figured if
Yes,
that
but
creature
they
in
wouldn't
this,
polymorph, and they're sons of bitches to train. I've tried.
you can't tell
Then
that
shut up.
the mage bartender is has polymorph active.
He's a mage.
Yeah,
That's
he's
all I
got a lot of spells and a lot of power. I think he's cast polymorph on a few of his servants to blend in with the village.
Well, maybe when he comes out to the bar, then we can go in and have a few words.
Let's check out the church first. There's strong magic there. Perhaps that's a link. He'd have to be here with servants for a reason. He wouldn't be in a village in the middle of nowhere just to be here.
Well, there is a reason. One, free slave labor. He's protecting the village, so they'll serve him until they die.
There's no
Their
guarantee of
children serve him.
that.
If he's
We should-
protecting them from the war going on, you think... No.
I don't think they'd be
person on
slaves
this-
for him.
Well, no, they wouldn't see it as that. Trust me.
Then let's check out the church.
Wars ongoing, and that's how kingdoms are built.
I'm heading towards the church because I believe whatever the source of magic there is the reason the human with his shadow demons are there, and not that he wants tiefling slaves he could easily get.
Okay. So as you guys begin to head to the church, Olivia kind of stays next to Dolkin, holding on to him the entire time, making sure that she's close enough to him. Heading towards
Wait.
that. Yes.
Has she been like keeping in physical contact with him the entire time?
Yeah, pretty much. Minus when you were at camp.
Like,
at that
I
point,
have
she
always
wasn't.
having a finger on him, always like grabbing on his sleeve. Like, has she been like every time she's been around him, physically touching him?
Except for when you were just at camp. Yes.
Succubus.
Damn.
Yes. What?
Hello.
Hello. I assume you can still hear me clearly.
Banana.
Am I okay? I could hear you, Cameron. Did the other two lag out?
No.
No.
You're
Oh.
just talking. He's not
Just-
responding.
Am I not talking?
He didn't mute himself either.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, that's what concerns me.
That damn disconnect. Oh. Oh wow. What the fuck? Wait. I know. I'm still streaming, I assume. Huh. Yeah, I'm still streaming. Everything's still up. There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Are
You're
you
starting
back?
at his end.
I was
Okay.
Hello?
I was here the entire
you-
time.
Oh.
I could hear you
Did-
guys
well-
perfectly clear.
Oh. Well, you heard my question then, right?
Yes, you asked me if she had been touching him the whole time, and the answer is yes, minus the fact that when they were at camp she was not.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Like, do I sense any magic coming from her or coming from Dolkin when they are in contact?
That's an arcana, that's not insight.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll Arcana then.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
gosh. Is there, can I, okay, hang on, before I do this. Can I enhance,
Better
yeah.
question. Do I smell lust on the air?
No, you do not.
Can I cast enhance ability on myself to give me advantage on intelligence checks?
Sure, but Luvia's gonna look at you kind of strange as you do this, and kind of tap
Just-
Dolkin on the shoulder to look towards Zaya.
Technically, hopefully that'll also help with insight or anything.
Yeah,
so
I'm
we
looking
can
into the
find-
church. Looking into the
Uh,
church.
I don't know what. She's just preparing.
She's casting some sort of
Okay.
strange spell, huh?
We're going towards the church. I need
She
to
does
check
it all
it
the
out.
time.
Yeah, I do enhance ability all the time. Anyway, I got a 10 with my advantage
For
anyway,
Arcana?
so yeah.
You sense a lot, like an extremely potent magic coming off Dulkin to the point where it's almost intoxicating. There's so much, and it seems to be coming directly from his staff. Everything
His
else
staff.
around him is drowned out.
Okay, well, I'm going to like
Don't
focus on
contract
looking
stuff.
into the church, but I'm going to. The last time I messaged Dolkin, did she seem to respond?
She did not, at least not that you saw that any visible signs.
I'm going to use the cantrip message and whisper to Dolkin, do not react to this message. Be wary of her keeping in constant physical contact with you. I can't sense any magic, but I don't feel good about this. And then I'm gonna just keep walking towards the church. I'm invisible.
Dulkin,
I'm leading her invisible, so if she bumps into me, it's her fault.
Dulkin, give me a wisdom saving throw, please. Okay. Alright, so as far as it goes, she doesn't seem to respond or anything as you cast the message. Doesn't even seem to flick her nose, move at all. She just continues to hold on to Dulkin, kind of standing behind him like she's ready to lunge forward if someone attacks. Kind of using him as a shield of sorts, as she is kind of tiny. Like
I'm
thin
gonna whisper
one.
Can I?
back to those two and say, "Oh, you got the biggest, meatiest shield you could, didn't you?"
She looks dead in the eyes and says, I will stab you.
Can I
I will laugh.
insight?
No, you
Can I
cannot.
insight her? Oh, okay.
You've incited her enough. God damn it.
I'm
You're not this
scared.
insightful. You're a bard. Damn it! You're supposed to seduce and play
I'm a
songs.
spy. I literally, my background's spy. Spies insight people.
Alright, so as you guys walk up to the church, still invisible at this point, you see what looks to be another creature. Looks to be a tiefling, an older tiefling, who's standing there in clerical robes, going about his day with his symbol on his chest with the giant wings on the gold medallion. And seems to be about cleaning up, organizing some books, not really doing anything unusual.
Can I'm gonna whisper to Vet. Do you recognize his holy symbol? Like the wings and stuff?
Do I?
Roll
He's a
religion.
Vet-
Dulkin, you can roll
I was-
religion too.
Yeah, I assume
Oh,
they'd
God.
know better than me.
Well, no. Ven doesn't know crap about religion. Really.
Well, what's your bonus? Because I have a +3.
Probably smaller than that.
Oh,
There it goes.
Well, then
Oh
maybe I
wow,
should just
Dulkin,
roll.
Jesus.
No, Dulkin's got it.
Dulkin knows
I want
everything.
to make sure Ven knows.
Fen knows nothing. Alright, Dulkin, as you look upon this symbol, you recognize this as the traditional symbol for the tieflings, for their god, the god known as the Rising. It is a giant bird-like creature that the tieflings have always served under, and it is actually the title they aspire to when they become emperor as the Risen. Hence why the tiefling lands, the empire of the tieflings is called the Risen Empire. It's very traditional, very normal to expect a symbol like this in these lands.
Come on, Zai. You should know this. That's the normal.
I'm not a very
Tiefling
religious
thing.
person.
Olivia
Don't explain,
whispers
you've
into
already had
Dulkin's
your
ear.
imaginary.
She's not very bright.
Do I
That's
hear
rude.
that?
No, you do not.
Well, I heard Dulkin say that's rude, but I'm gonna ignore it. Can I see anything into the church through like the window that would be giving off the powerful magic I sense?
It could be coming from the from the priest. I mean, it's not uncommon for clerics to be very powerful magic casters.
What
I'm
can I? Can
gonna-
I?
See if he has a shadow.
Sure. Give me a perception check, Van.
Can I Arcana check just to see if it is the priest or if there's like an altar or something here?
Wow, my worst perception roll today.
He clearly has a shadow.
All right.
And Zaya, would you say you wanted to check Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana check to see if it was him or something else in the
Sure.
church. I got 23. Yeah, not 20. Woo!
All right.
First time
Yes,
ever.
he is giving off a lot of magic, himself personally, as well as it looks like the book, the holy book he has at the center of the altar, also gives off slight magic, not much more than what would be expected of a spell book.
Are the doors open?
Yes. Well, they're unlocked
Does-
and slightly open.
He doesn't seem to
Okay, would I
notice
be
us,
able to
does
slip
he?
in?
No. All right, Ven. As you sleep in, give me a stealth check.
God. Oh, God. Advantage because invisible, right?
Yep.
Don't mess this up, Ven.
Well, I have dis due to chainmail, so it's just a straight roll.
Mm-hmm. All right. As Ven sneaks in, the priest doesn't seem to notice him.
Really?
As the door opens slightly, you can hear the grinding of the gears. The priest seems to look at the door and kind of dismiss it and goes back to doing what he was doing.
There's no one else in the church, correct? Just him?
Nope, just him.
I'm gonna.
Look, I'm just gonna go talk to him.
That's what
Olivia
I was
kind of
essentially doing,
grabs
just, you know,
Doken.
stealthily.
Doken, give me a strength saving throw.
Yeah, I want to talk
Holy shit.
Oh. Yeah, Duncan!
You barely
Don't
maybe
get-
you feel her you feel Luvia's arms on your shoulder, and you barely are able to pull yourself away from her. She's
Ooh.
strong. Apparently, as you feel the grip kind of loosen finally as you get away.
Man.
I
The
give her
spe-
a
She
I'm gonna
always-
walk up to the
Does she
priest,
always
you know,
beat
and
people
go up
up,
and be
maybe?
like, "Hello, I need to speak with you."
Wait,
Doken, you
are you
said you were
still
walking in.
invisible, then?
Yeah, I was gonna go talk to him.
All right,
I was gonna follow the two. Yeah.
as Doken walks in and Ven just shouts out, the priest looks up, looks about, very shocked.
And then I do one of those like, how do I turn off this thing?
Yeah.
Olivia snaps her fingers and the spell disadvantage. As the priest looking as Ven's standing right in front of the priest jumps back, freaked, and looks at him. If you're-
Priest,
if you're
I'm
here-
sorry,
Sorry about
sir.
that.
if you're
Understand.
here to steal the stuff, there's gold in the back. Please, just don't
No,
hurt
we're
me.
not here to steal.
We're
We
not
have
here to
questions.
steal. We need some help.
Does Olivia come into the church?
No, she does
Olivia
not.
cries in the back because she's annoyed.
Olivia is not coming into the church. She still also hasn't uncast her own invisibility.
We just need your help with something. We've noticed that there are people in the town without shadows. What the fuck is going on here?
He looks at you and says, explain to me
Does-
why I should tell you anything?
Can I
Because if we
insight?
because
Does
it's something
he?
dangerous, we'd like to help.
Does he seem like he's in on this? Like he knows this, or that he's surprised and like doesn't believe us?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, cause like he is. Oh yeah, and I get advantage on this. Okay. 18. 18.
18. He seems like overall he's shifting. He might know, you can't tell. However, he does seem to not be surprised by the bring up of this.
Sir, we are here trying to help the countryside of the Tiefling
Listen,
lands, and we can't
I
help.
don't know you. I don't know who you people are. All I see is an elf, a dwarf, a tiefling, and whatever else might be out there at this point has arrived at my doorstep, showing up invisible, giving me a heart attack, and has no right to be in my church at this hour. Now, nothing has happened to this village. There's no issues inside this village. We are at peace. We've avoided most of the destruction around us. I would
Yeah,
like to
that's why
keep
it's
it that
odd.
way.
For one reason, that's why it's odd. Villagers without shadows.
Maybe we have a
village still together in the middle of wartime.
maybe we
not
have our
normal.
faith to thank. Maybe we're blessed.
And a
I
super
cannot tell you.
powerful human mage in the middle of the tavern.
Human mage.
With-
I'm very
With
I'm very
demons
suspicious.
potentially polymorph. Tiefling.
A human mage?
So-
You're talking about Roberto. He is nothing but a landowner in the area. He bought some land a few years back when he got himself out of slavery. Jesus Christ. He looks and he says, Roberto gained his way out of slavery after serving the local one of the local lords, and ever since then has done nothing but run the tavern. He's not of any danger to us.
Are you certain of that?
I'm gonna say I don't believe you for 1 second. I've lived long enough to know that there's something wrong in this town,
Then-
and the fact you're acting like this makes me sure of it.
Listen to the men for a second. Then, are you certain these servants of his without shadows they can be trusted?
don't believe he has any shadows. He contemplates for a second. Give me a moment. And he looks about and says, I don't know about anything about Shadow Demon. I know he brought a few tieflings with him that he had also worked hard to get them out of slavery from the local lord, and they have done nothing but been nice and kind and served well for the house for our people. And they all own land of their own, have their own families, and there's no reason to suspect them.
Okay, well, there hasn't been
Alright
anything
then.
suspicious. No one losing magic, draining of magic. No curses. We don't want to butt in onto your life. We were just concerned. We know about the Rakshasa and the other creatures plaguing these lands, and we simply want to keep things safe.
No, there are no Rakshasa that I've dealt with, as far as it goes. Jesus. Gonna mute him on my end. He looks to you and says, magic being drained? Not that I know of. I mean, my own magic has been fine. And the only curse I sense is the one on the, old elf there.
Then
Curse of immortality.
That's not the curse I see. I see a curse on your
Are you
sword.
talking about? Oh yeah, that thing. Damn dwarf.
priest, can I ask you about something? I need
You
your
may.
assistance. Sorry to ask you about this. There are Rakshasa. I know they can. Are there any other creatures, powerful creatures here that could take? And I like kind of whispering this, that could take the form of people you know, and could potentially manipulate your mind.
I didn't even know Rakshasa could do that, to be honest. I have no experience with this. I never spent time adventuring as a young man, nor do I have an interest in any of that sort. You'd be better off asking one of the young lordlings or noblemen who like to do all that sort of thing. It seems you lot are more experienced in that than I am.
Thank you for your time. If there's anything we could do to make it up for our intrusion,
You could
I do
leave.
need to inconvenience you. Yes.
I'll leave a bit of gold behind. I'll leave like 10 gold for him
Okay.
and say thank you for your time. Sorry for bothering you so much.
Alright, as you guys
Sir,
Oh, go ahead,
Sir,
Dokkan.
before I leave, I just have, as a holy man, I have a quick question. I've been going through some deity issues recently. Has your
Yes.
has your deity ever just kind of left and abandoned you at any point?
Well, I must say that as of the last year or so, a few years or so, we've noticed that the Risen has his power has dwindled, but it seems to be common amongst all of the gods of Silencia. Ever since word got out that these Rakshasa and beasts or something arrived, whatever invaded the country. We've started having weaker and weaker divine magic, but I just assumed that was to strengthen our arcane magics.
It's an interesting thought. Mine a while ago just kind of left, and I didn't get any response for a while. Now there's a new deity that's kind of been helping me, and just kind of lost amongst it all.
Well, take it as a sign maybe that the old deity, I've heard tales of something like this, and a deity being killed by another, or being replaced isn't uncommon. However, it hasn't happened in a long time, but with the excess of divine magic from all the newer beings that supposedly have come with these new lands that are being discovered, from what I understand, there could be a loss of magic for those who are weaker. Many of the demigods that we had that served in the Tiefling lands under the Risen himself have lost their divine powers, so it might be linked to something of that sort, but I'm not sure.
Interesting. Thank you for your advice and your thoughts.
Of course, I'm always happy to help a fellow of the cloth.
But we should be going. Sorry for the intrusion for tonight.
Yes, no, thank you. And as you guys head out, go.
Polite enough to leave a goddamn pittance.
heading out of the church, and heading back towards, I assume, camp at this point, or are you guys going somewhere? Are you playing
Yeah,
somewhere else?
camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sleeping in this town. I still don't trust it.
All right.
Yep.
Heading out. Dolkin, you don't feel the presence on your shoulder anymore that you were earlier.
The presence from Olivia.
Oh. And you still don't see her.
She's
No,
gone somewhere.
She,
Olivia, she's
Who?
gone somewhere.
Did she leave us behind? Did she go to the inn
Saya, you
again?
suddenly feel breath on your left ear. I have not left. I've just been trying to stay out of it.
Oh, well, good. We didn't want to get you left behind in that town. I still don't get what's going on there. And I kind of like step a little bit away, like from surprise mostly, be that she's there, and just keep walking towards camp. And I'm gonna make sure I'm near Ven, I guess, because I feel like if I get towards Dulkin, she's gonna attack me.
All right.
Look at Zion and be like, don't get too clingy. I'm still with it too.
I'm not clingy. I don't want to be left alone if we get attacked.
That's clingy.
All right.
The
As you
sleeping growing damn dead roll.
as you guys return to camp, Olivia sits down, decasts her invisibility, and looks to you lot and says, "Well, while you lot were talking with the priest, I took a look around the town and can confirm that the mage bartender does have shadow demons polymorphed. However, it seems that he is friendly, if anything else. He has no interest in hurting the people around and is merely just trying to survive."
And I don't think we should disturb
Really
this
protect-
town. But I still don't feel comfortable staying in the inn. I don't know. Feels
He-
intrusive now.
He has no interest in us, from what I could find, and has no interest in harming anybody. Even those who were reportedly that he brought with him, from what I understand, those shadow demons he polymorphed were servants of the local lord, who had passed away. He gave them their shape to these polymorph demons to give the families hopefully some respite, in their wallowing as they lost their loved ones and never got to find out what happened to them.
And I suppose he is doing much more good than I have, but still, perhaps it's best we don't come in at the middle of the night.
That is fair, and she kind of curls up into her own bedroll, laying next to the fire, and just watches it.
Who wants to
I
take
guess
the
I'll take
first
first
watch
watch
of the night?
And then I'll wake
Okay.
Olivia to do the second one, because you two need a full night's sleep, and elves are good at keeping watch at night, at least.
I'll take the third watch then, I suppose.
There won't be a third watch. We can each watch for 4 hours and be fine.
Alright
I
then.
don't quite trust Olivia to have a watch by herself.
Yeah,
I
Med,
can-
why'd you say that?
Unless you want to carry me tomorrow while I rest.
Well, who needs rest the most? I'm.
Olivia softly snoring.
Yeah, okay. I'll take second watch then. I don't need
Okay, this is
the
how
full rest.
we'll do it since none of us trust her right now. I'll wake up Zaya, and then Zaya can wake up.
Okay.
Dolphin or whoever.
All right. So as you guys curl up, all minus Ven. Ven, give me a perception check.
Please, Everett, be nice.
When is ever? It's the same as your last perception check.
Ven, give me a wisdom saving throw.
no.
Whiz.
Oh my gosh! I should have bardic inspirationed you before I went to bed.
Look, Ven, as you are as you're relaxing and laying back, kind of looking out, watching, you suddenly feel the pull on your shoulder as E2 is finally reappeared. Except this time she is not in her dog form. She seems to have reformed into her changeling form, and seems to be fully dressed in nobleman's clothing.
I am gonna look at this and be like, there's something wrong here.
It doesn't seem wrong to you as the warmness of almost as if you had been drinking starts to come over you.
feel too drunk to know if it is.
Alright, and then, as you are starting to relax, you feel the pull on your sword, your sword of vengeance. And just as suddenly, you also feel it lightened, relaxed, as you fall back to sleep. Into
Does
a
he
full
wake me
sleep.
for the watch?
Hours later, Zaya, give me a perception check to see if you wake up.
Okay. Please. Please. Oh gosh, I got a 4.
Doken, give me a perception check to see if you awaken.
Wait. Oh no, perception's wisdom. Gosh.
Alright. Everyone, as you eventually wake up, everything seems relaxed. Your camp is left alone. You see that Illuvia is sitting up, kind of poking at what looks to be ambers. Her bedroll wrapped up and on her back already, ready to go. Everything seems calmed as the light comes.
Tree is-
What was that, Ven?
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Yes.
Just imagine the death you planned out.
No, as you awaken, all you seem normal. I mean, the sun has risen. It's about early in the morning. And the smell coming from the inn of breakfast on the air, crows overhead
Gosh.
cawing like normal. A little bit
Raven.
of speaking can be heard off in the distance, more of a rough mumbling sound coming from the village as people are going about their daily chores, fields are being tilled, and so on and so forth.
Can I look for Ven
shake
as
my
I wake
head.
up?
Ven is lying in his bedroll.
Ven, you didn't wake me up for watch. You said you would. And I'm gonna like lightly nudge him with my foot as I walk over. Like, not aggressive, just kind of nudge, get him to wake up. You were supposed to wake me for watch, and I'm gonna just kind of rub my eyes. Does he
I'm
respond?
sorry. My head hurts. Feels like I drank hell. Also,
You-
where's it too? She was here dressed weirdly and not in her form.
Alluvia
It
looks
too.
to Zaya and says, "Yes, he started poking me and calling me E2." Oh. And
That's weird.
she looks to Dolkin, says, does he have a problem? Is there something I should know?"
Well, he's definitely got a problem.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that, DM?
She looks to you and says, "Yes, he woke me and started poking me and calling me E2.
That's
That-
weird.
I've been up since around midnight. I found him and he was in looked to be a drunken state. I'm not sure where he got the alcohol, but he had a strong smell of whiskey on his breath."
You said E2 is here. Well, where'd you go?
Yeah, I don't.
I'll
like,
walk
I
around
didn't
camp
remember
and see if I
seeing
can find
her.
like footprints leaving camp or anything.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Dolkin, give me that is survival actually, I think.
I want to look around for like traces of like dog fur, I guess.
Okay. Give me a survival check. Dolkin, from what you can find, there's no footprints walking off.
I'm gonna look around for traces too.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Here
Alright.
you two! Here you two!
Then you see
Here,
no
girl.
signs of what would be dog prints or any other animal prints coming about. Neither do you, Zaya. There's no prints at all whatsoever in the ground. There's no fur. There's nothing of interest that you can find.
Then why did you think Alluvia was it too?
I didn't. Something grabbed me from behind and I felt
Olivia
warm,
looks
warm
at
and fuzzy like a
Ben
dry.
and physically starts to a dry heave.
Alluvia, are you okay?
Can you imagine? He thought I grabbed him from behind. Ugh.
That's
would
You're
yeah.
the fuck out. I don't care about you.
Like I would ever touch an
Then-
old man.
No.
Describe
I've been with
how
those
it
before.
felt.
My own kind.
Did it feel physical or magical? What do you recall of the
Don't
event?
remember. I feel like it felt like a cask of ale was just poured in me and I
Like,
passed out.
did it
And I start looking
feel?
around for my longsword and like
Your longsword is right where it
Peace?
was. It's in its hilt.
I'm gonna stare down
And
at it like, I don't trust this. More than normal, I don't trust this. I'm gonna take the longsword off and hang it from a tree and be like, I'm leaving it. Screw it. Don't touch it. Nobody.
You can't just
Yeah.
leave that there. Someone's gonna find it, and then we're gonna have bigger.
When-
Their problem, not ours right now. Trust me,
I don't know.
something is off.
I don't know how, but that sword's gonna come to bite us in the ass if you just leave it there.
Olivia looks at Dolkin and says, "Does he not realize the thing's not cursed?"
Just let him believe what he needs to.
Okay.
That sword was cursed when it was given to me.
Yes,
You
yes.
proved me wrong by handing it to me. I'll believe you. Because the last time someone else grabbed it, it was stuck to her damn hand.
She
Yeah,
walks
I-
up, grabs it out of its
Right,
hilt,
sorry.
and swings it around, then sets it back in the hilt. Nothing happens.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I have a
wear it.
question.
What
Yes.
is now? Is it a regular +1 longsword?
What's up, Zaya?
Yeah, when the two used the Staff of Peace on us at one time, how did that feel? Like when did it
That
feel like
was-
ale was poured
no.
over us?
It
No,
just
okay.
everyone felt a calming wave over them and relaxed.
Okay. This
But
is weird.
Give me a perception check, Zaya.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go retrieve the longsword, yes, and
Okay.
check it myself. And I'll guess I'll roll Arcana if it's still magical.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Wow. 15. Nice.
All right. Then it's no longer magical. It's just a sword.
This isn't the same sword that I went to sleep with.
It's just a
I
long
know
sword.
it's not. This is not the same blade I went to bed with. Dolkin, check it. I pass it to Dolkin and tell him to take a look at it.
She looks
This
at
is a
Dolkin.
sword.
Olivia looks at Dolkin and says, "Does he usually not wake up with the same sword? I feel like that's an innuendo."
No, I think he's always got his same sword, but sometimes he has someone else's too.
Okay.
That's
Feel free.
Dolkin, just check it. Make sure you know it's the one your ancestor forged for me. Damn. Because that thing was
Oh.
soul forged, so.
Look it over.
All right. Give me a perception check, Dolkin. You do see Olgum's mark. It's pretty blatant on the at the base of the blade.
Yeah, look right here. This mark. That's Olgum's mark. That's the same sword.
Something will happen. If everything's fine here, everything's fine here. We need to move along. We get back. Hopefully, get back before it too wonders where we wandered off to.
Okay. All right. As you guys get up,
Darn it.
Olivia kind of looks at Dolkin, kind of smiles, and grabs onto his shoulder once more, kind of holding on to him.
You know, if we have to fight, you gotta let go. I need both my arms.
Well, I don't
Uh.
plan. I plan to use you as a shield while I stab from behind. Of course.
That's not how that. You can't. No, that's not how that. Let's just go.
She just pats your head.
I wanna.
Yes.
I can. Okay.
What's up, Zaya?
Message. I'm gonna cast message again, and I'll can only do that one person. So I'm going to tell it to Dilkin and be like, "Did you feel those new gloves she has on?" And I'm not gonna look at him while I say this, but I kind of
Dilkin.
cough in the message like, mentally.
You
like,
do not
notice-
hear anything.
Oh gosh. Can I I want to message Ben as well when I say.
You don't
this.
know that he hears nothing.
Well, I was gonna message Ben after because I couldn't do two at once. But
Hmm?
Dolkin's priority because she loves Dolkin.
Dolkin never responds.
Yeah. Okay.
What
Fine.
do I get told?
That Olivia has new magical gloves suddenly because we're all suspicious of Olivia.
I'm gonna look at
And-
Olivia and be like, "Hey, those are some nice gloves. You weren't wearing them the past few
Don't
days. You haven't been wearing
say
them in a
that
while."
out loud.
She looks to Ven and smiles brightly. She says, "Yes, I Went into town. I told you about that. And when I was speaking with the mage at the barkeep, he offered to sell them to me. And she pulls out her gold pouch, and it looks to be somewhat half full. She goes, I spent, I don't know, 40 gold pieces on these things as I got tired of hurting my hands. This sword isn't exactly designed for my own hands. I had to kind of borrow it off my brother.
How'd they react to a stranger coming into town?
I will not lie. I did change my look. I do have a disguise kit that she kind of pulls out of her pack. I made
Mm.
myself look like a tiefling just to be safe. I didn't feel like being attacked without you guys around.
Yes, that would have been bad because apparently Ven slept heavy last night and I didn't get woken up for my shift. So you might have been stranded.
Exactly. But as I said, yes, it was just a purchase off the mage. He had a few other items for sale, but nothing that interested me really.
Well, what other items did he have? If he's open to sale, well, then again, the village does
Let's
have.
just continue on our quest. We need to get this
You're-
done and get it over with.
Yes, you're right. You're right. We're losing time. I wish they had horses for sale. It's so much faster than foot.
I agree. As she kind of continues to pat Dulkin, she says, "But I could ride him instead." And she starts to climb Dulkin like a
Nope.
tree.
Yeah. Nope. Not gonna. Nope.
I'm gonna start
I'm gonna-
walking.
You start walking, and I'm gonna start recalling
Yeah.
cleric spells as I walk. See what I know.
All right, you seem to know all your magic, Vent. Everything's fine as far as that goes.
No, I'm checking for a specific spell.
Oh, go ahead and let me know what it is. All right. As she climbs off Dulkin and realizing Dulkin is not having any of it.
No.
Yeah,
Well, fine then. I guess I'll walk like a normal human being.
Elvendine.
And as you guys continue on your path, you finally find yourself walking into what looks to be a massive forest. As the forest opens up, immediately you can hear the sounds of what is great apes.
Oh no, not again.
Yes, once again. However, it is at this point that we will continue the campaign. I'm kidding. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. So, as you lot start to hear these creatures running about, Olivia kind of pokes Dulkin in the side and kind of shows him and says, there's a problem. They're surrounding us.
Just keep
You're
moving
scared
straight
of some
forward. If they
monkeys.
start to get in our way, then we worry. Let them close off the
They,
area behind us, fine.
if they're surrounding us, then we need to handle it.
Nope, just leave the monkeys alone, throw down a banana.
If they
They're
surround us, we can
apes.
swing in any direction and hit them. It's great.
Yeah, so just
So,
leave me, just stay in a
You
line,
can
stay
swing in
together,
any
and get the
direction. If you recall our spar on the ship, I am not good at physical close
money.
combat.
Fine. Zaya, you burn down the forest, he'll punch stuff. There we go.
Don't burn down the forest.
I don't even think I can do that.
Olivia looks at
no,
Ben. Are you even an elf?
He's,
I'm a
you know,
different elf.
considering he thought you were Itu last night, I'm afraid, Ven, you're
Drop
not
that
going
one now.
senile, are you? You're not
Not
senile
as
yet,
senile
right?
as you seem to think.
As you guys
Mm.
begin to argue, everyone roll initiative. The apes drop to the ground with a loud, thunderous hit. 5 of them
Gosh.
drop.
This is fun. This is okay.
When the party argues and is trying to figure out its own issue. Alright. That's a 7. That's a -1 for
Fuck.
Dulkin. Wow,
Dulkin
Dulkin.
doesn't even. Dulkin just trips and falls.
That's impressive, man. Alright, a 9.
Don't you have like an overflow rule where it actually rolled a 99?
No, sadly, buddy. Alright, the biggest of the apes is going to charge straight at Dulkin, knowing that he is going to be the danger here. And is going to smack him with its fist. Well, both its fists, to be fair. Well, that's an 18. Does that hit?
Nope.
Alright, and the thing takes, what is it, 3d6 of damage every time
3d6.
it misses, so go ahead and roll that. Oh, poor ape. That is
And
7
they
points.
need a dex saving throw.
Okay. A 22.
That saves.
Okay. Now it's gonna
That's
take
true,
its
it's my
second
beast.
swing on you. 15.
Nope. So it takes 12 damage. And it's
Okay.
another dex save.
Oh, fuck you, goddammit, dice. That's a 21.
That saves.
Oh, God damn it. Alright, one of the other 4 apes who are more behind you are going to focus on Zaya as she's the closest one to them. Taking their 2 hits.
Because I thought we were still
Luvia is grabbing onto Dolkin with Zaya
Yep.
and you in the back. Or closer to the back.
I'm gonna use Rhyme to give the first one that attacks disadvantage.
As the thing punches straight into Zaya, slamming her straight in the head, Zaya finds herself knocked unconscious. Zaya, you are at 0 HP. I crit
Ha-
confirmed.
Did I just die?
You're not dead. You are on death saving throws, though.
Oh my gosh.
Zaya
okay.
is
I was about to
knocked
say, I
down
use
with a single
Rhyme
ape's
to
punch.
I didn't even get to use my rapier at all. Why can't I get a crit confirmed?
Alright. Next ape is going to go and charge up to Ven.
Rhyme.
Yes, Ven?
Rhyme. I'm giving it disadvantage
Oh, okay.
on its attack roll.
Is that a
Yeah,
reaction?
you're gonna need it. Because I won't be here to heal you guys.
Okay, does a 17 hit, then, Ven?
Yes. Damn it.
Okay, that is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh god.
The next ape is going to charge straight for Dolkin. Dolkin does a 22, sorry, 22.
That one hits.
22 hits, okay. That is for the first attack. That is 7 points of damage, bludgeoning, non-magical. And the second attack by this creature is another 22 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and that is another 8 points of damage, bludgeoning, non-magical. And the last ape is going to charge Alluvia. Misses the first attack. Oops, shit. Cock die. I just dropped my dice all the way underneath my chair. There we go. And that is another miss as Alluvia seems to nimbly dodge, kind of ducking around Dolkin, using him as a semi-shield. And a obstacle to jump off of. Okay. Let me pull it back up. Alright. Zaya is down, so Zaya, please make a d20 saving throw.
Okay, yep. Just a straight d20. No,
Yep.
it is. I got an 8, so that's a
That's
fail,
one
right?
fail.
Good thing I have a lot of new character ideas.
Yes, and it is good because the DM's going to take a quick minute in the middle of combat to run to the restroom while you guys get a chance to plan, because I'm dying.
Wow,
Okay, I'll
guys,
press you
how do we feel
immediately.
about this?
Well, I think you're within melee range of me, and since I have my fourth level
Yeah.
slot back, I could
We-
just, burn it saving you, or I could burn a third level saving you, and then use the fourth level, or stack
Yeah,
first use
we've-
the fourth level and protect you.
We've been establishing that Ven and Zaya have kind of been like in a buddy system, walking near each other because Alluvia is being weird with Dolkin. Ugh.
I mean, I could also just banish one.
Banish Alluvia.
I mean, no, she's too charismatic for that.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think succubus or whatever is an actual good thing? I don't know. I'm about to die, so I guess I'll have all the time in the world to theorize. Well, then again, maybe if I'm useful enough, my grandfather will just raise me back to life like he did with Tikva, and I'll
Well,
be
what
perfect.
what I'm gonna do is this is gonna hit probably everybody.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Ven, you're up.
Okay, I'm sacrificing my movement speed immediately
Okay.
and using Cure Wounds at level 3.
Mhm.
I assume Zaya is within range.
Yes, she's within like 5 feet of you. Alright.
Cure minus L space.
17
17.
points. You're up again.
Yay! Thank you, Ven.
And then I'm gonna
Um,
pat her shoulder and cast my favorite spell because I can type it in a funny way.
Oh no.
Cat's death ward. No
Uh,
movement.
Okay. So for
And then
okay.
bonus action, cast healing minus L space 2 on Dolkin.
Okay. So that's 3 points of healing damage to Dolkin.
Fuck. You
What's with
crushed those
Avray and the one?
That's a 3 points damage. Wow, I didn't expect you to damage Dolkin with a healing spell.
It's always does that for anything you heal with. That's why it's negative damage.
No, go ahead.
It's weird.
3 HP, Dolkin. There you go. All right. Is there anything else you want to do?
Don't say I didn't do anything for you, and just sort of be like, crap, I didn't do anything for myself. Fuck.
All right. Alluvia is up next, and she is going to try and stab the big ape that is attacking Dolkin. Holy shit. Okay. She decapitates it in a single blow as
Oh,
it
does she
falls
have
to
a
the
forkful
ground.
weapon?
No, I just crit twice with a short sword.
And that was just for flavor.
Yep, and she decapitates it. Its head falls to the ground in front of Dolkin. The body slams backwards, making everyone kind of
Dolkin gets
bounce.
angry because he just wants to kill it.
All right.
Oh my kill.
Dolkin, you're up. What would you like to do?
Is there any other ones close by me?
Yeah, there's one off to your right.
I'm gonna bonus action Shield of Faith on Zaya.
Okay.
So you have +2 AC.
Okay, thank
Not
you.
his girlfriend.
How
Nope,
long does
I'm like
this last?
10 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm going
10
to
rounds
attack.
for 10 minutes.
20 rounds, so in total. Go. Sorry, say again, Dolkin.
The one next to me.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
15 to hit.
You have hit?
9 damage.
9 points of
One of
bludgeoning
that is
damage.
fire damage.
Oh, fire damage. Okay.
No, well, 1 is fire damage.
Okay. All right. Smacking into
And
the
then
creature.
Sacrifice my movement to take the dodge action.
Okay. As Dolkin smacks into the creature twice, basically once, just knocking it around. Ape looks very angry at Dolkin for doing this and is going to take its vengeance on Dolkin. Does a 21 hit, Dolkin?
It has disadvantage.
Oh. Never mind, Dolkin. It misses with its first attack. Because I assume a 9 doesn't hit. And I assume a 13 doesn't hit.
Alright, so then it needs to make 2 dex saves, and it takes 6d6 of damage.
Gosh, you're almost hitting roguelike with that.
19 on the first dex, and 17 on the second dex.
Both save. But
Okay,
it takes
so
19 damage anyways.
19. And the gorilla goes up in flames.
That damage is thunder damage, so
Uh-huh.
Well,
That
fur is flammable when it comes to electricity.
Yep, it just burns up and immediately evaporates, and Alluvia just kind of kisses the back of Dolkin's head. All right, the
You
ape.
have to roll an attack for that.
Nope, the ape behind that was punching Zaya. Zaya does a 17 hit.
No, 18, thankfully.
you're
Thank you,
welcome.
Dolkin. Thank you, Dolkin. Thank
So,
you, Ven.
A 19 hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried.
Goodbye, HP.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning non-magical as the
Okay.
monkey just punches you in the face once again.
Oh, not my face.
You've got a
I
broken
can't
nose.
feel that. I'm sorry. It's disfigured.
Yes, you
permanently.
can. Cast mend on my nose.
The ape that was attacking Ven, seeing get up, is going to turn and punch her.
Why?
Does a 16 hit? No.
No.
18. That's on, so I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. Okay. Thankfully.
The last one is going to try and now push past and punch Ven. Oh
gosh.
fuck. Oh, okay. Well, it fails the first one. And Ven is down. As the creature
God.
punches Ven straight in the chest, cracking many ribs. Ven is unconscious.
Cough of blood as I go out.
Gosh.
All right, Zaya, you're up.
Oh gosh. Okay. So Ven's down, right?
Yep.
I'm going to best healing spells. He's within 5 feet of me, correct?
Yeah.
I want to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on him.
Okay.
So okay, let me roll for that.
Mhm.
Alright. Take 13. Why 1? Okay. So he gets healed 13.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds 2nd level on myself. Like I'm gonna sacrifice my movement
Okay.
to do this. So I'll heal myself because I'm in dire need. Okay, I get 19? Well, I'm not favoring myself than Avray is, because I gave you a higher spell slot. Okay, alright. So, and then I'm going to... Who goes after me? Dulcan, correct?
Ven would. Now that he's
Oh,
up.
Ven would?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna give Ven Bardic Inspiration, 1d8. You get temporary HP if you use it, so I'd use it. Yep, that's my turn. I'm
How are you inspiring
looking
Ven?
very. I'm going to look at him and be like, "We got this. You saved me. I'm saving you. Please kill at least one of these monkeys."
Blood
We will
trickling down her
survive!
nose as her nose is crooked and busted and there's bruising all over her face.
Yeah, I'm mad, but right now I'm mostly scared, so I'll save the rage for later.
Alright, Ven, you're up. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm just gonna not get up. I'm gonna sacrifice my movement. I'm gonna throw out 2 guiding bolts.
Okay.
And they're gonna be at 3rd level,
Okay.
I think. Yeah. And they're both gonna be at the one that punched. One's gonna be at the one that punched me, one's gonna be at the one that punched Zaya.
Okay, and that's a save on their part or no?
Nope, it's a roll to hit.
Okay, go ahead.
Bolt minus L space 3. No, not 4. 3, damn it!
Alright. Well, that crits confirms 34 points of damage to the first one. That monkey is obliterated as it explodes in a brilliant light.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna go up. Copy. Paste.
And that again,
And I'm using Bardic Inspiration just to make sure it hits.
that one does
1d8
hit.
and you get 10 temporary hit points.
I'm using it still just because that is temporary HP.
Okay,
I won't be able to be this big of a hitter again.
you do manage to hit and do some serious damage to the other ape. However, it is still standing.
It also gives advantage on the next attack on it, so.
Okay. Alright. Next up is Olivia. Seeing that Dulcan is handling the one in front or beside him, she's going to turn, throw her sword straight at the other gorilla, the other ape that Ven just hurt, and managed to crit confirm, and as the sword obliterates through its chest, killing the creature instantly.
God damn, what is up with her?
Alright, Dulcan, you're up. You've got one ape
What
left
the-
beside you.
I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
That is his catchphrase.
At this point,
I'ma
yes.
hit it.
18 hits, or 15
15 to
hits,
hit.
and 11 points of damage, and the thing's on fire. Creature looks very upset and does not look happy about being on fire.
I'll just hit it again.
Okay. Beating the poor thing.
That's a 24
Wow.
to hit.
Skinny
That
beats
hits,
after this.
and the creature drops it with the brand from Tolkien's Warhammer smashed onto its face. Everyone will know from here on out that Tolkien fought this creature.
I'm gonna say, let's skin them, take their meat. It's gonna make it for good food while we're traveling, and
Only
don't have a
one of
bedroll.
them, or there's
I'm-
only 2 bodies left. The others have been
I am
obliterated.
taking their stuff
I'm
because I have no bedroll.
clutching my nose and trying to stop the
gonna use healing.
bleeding.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on her to fix
Well,
her nose.
if it's cure wounds, I could do it on myself, but thank you.
Let's be quick and get away from these.
Yeah, I tried to like pop the bone back into place just so it can heal correctly.
Olivia walks up to you, grabs your nose, and crinks it for you.
Ah!
Fixing it, and then I heal.
Wow, with a
Thank you,
perfect
Exact same
Olivia.
moment.
with a perfect 20, it is now back to being in the straight and perfect shape.
No, it looks better.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
young Bill Cosby.
No.
I pat Zaya on the face, just
I
slapping
I
her
don't
on the
need
face,
healed.
like, gently and being like healing her.
I'm
and then I'm gonna
fully
go and
healed.
You're at
Continue to-
13.
I'm gonna try and skin and take the meat off the apes that
Okay.
are still around.
All right, give
Who
me a
needs-
survival for that.
And I'll be keeping watch while he does that. Make sure nothing.
Anyone
else is
helping
gonna
me
get
Yeah.
for
done.
advantage?
Nope.
I can give you bardic inspiration if you want it.
Do it, because you can see what I'm about to do.
How are you
Yeah,
inspiring him?
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up and just kind of smile with my new gorgeous
You-
nose.
Got this.
Blood still kind of dripping down.
Yep. And does Dolkin or Olivia need healing? Like, did they?
Luvia's
like,
fine.
Is Dolkin? I figured Olivia's fine. Is Dolkin still bruised up?
I'm hurt, but I'm
16.
fine.
With
How
bardic inspiration.
badly hurt?
Okay.
It's not an issue right now. Don't worry about it.
Alright,
We can move along. I'm at 13
Okay.
HP.
you managed to
Okay,
pick up
then
4
Ben
days worth
needs
of
it.
managed to pick up 4 rations off of the gorillas, the 2 that are left, but you screw up on trying to get the skin.
I cuss.
I
Mhm.
Curse out. I was like, damn it. I don't have a fucking bedroll. I'm sleeping on the ground.
I walk over to Ben and I just pat him on the shoulder and I cast Cure Wounds 3rd level on him again. So take 15 HP and just be like, it's not a big deal. Thank you for keeping me from dying.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna
Let's
look
get
at
the hell on out of here because we
Yeah.
need to just go.
I'm gonna look at
put the
Dolkin and
bloody-
be like,
I put. By the way, I'm gonna say that I'm taking the head.
Okay.
Dragging the head with me.
okay,
It's my
weirdo.
new bludgeoning tool. Good.
You're not gonna take the monkey hands? Dingo Doodles, take the monkey hands.
Alright.
Okay,
No,
well,
'cause that's gonna lead to something terrible.
So, heading further into the forest, continuing on the road, eventually you've come, after about half a day, you continue, nothing really eventful. Luvia continuing to hold on to Dolkin, kind of smiling and just talk about how she decapitated that great ape in a single blow. Look, sounding wholly excited, like it's her first kill.
I thought she said
You've
she
been
did
with us through
before.
fights before. What the hell? You shouldn't be this
Not
excited about
really.
something.
Olivia looks back at Ven and says, "Yes, but I've never killed a great ape in a single blow. I can't believe how great I've gotten at fighting. It's all thanks to Dolkin." As she
That's
kind of
called
pats
dumb
his head.
luck. It's called dumb luck. Goddesses smile upon you for 5 seconds. Don't let it go to your head right now. Trust me, you'll kill yourself that way.
Whatever. This is
1,000
why
yard
no one
stare from-
likes old men.
Ben just gives a
Apparently,
1,000 yard
except
stare
for
like,
it too.
God, I've seen it too much. Where people got cocky, then just died.
She
Well,
just ignores you.
it's a kill worth gloating over for a short period. I can understand her excitement, but let's remember to all keep on guard so that doesn't happen again. And I'm just
I
kind of
can't do
rubbing my
this
nose
thing.
still.
Disintegration trick again.
Ooh, Cameron's in trouble. All right.
Uh-uh.
Olivia continues to gloat to Dolkin. She's just telling over and over how she can't believe it, smiling and
I've
just being
zoned her
generally
out.
happy.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how
She's just
Dolkin's like
talking and I'm
taking to this.
Dolkin's already in married mode. Oh man! All right. As you guys finally make it to after a few hours travel, Nothing really eventful, nothing of interest overall. The jungle is thick. No, luckily those were seem to be the only apes that seem to bother you after the giant ape of the pack seems to have been killed. The others seem to be avoiding you a lot. You come upon a lake off to your side that's crystal clear, and you see fish jumping out on occasion. It seems to be completely untouched by all of the damage. Of course, the whole forest seems to be untouched completely. With these dark trees made of what looks to be a blackened wood, bleeding red sap, and what looks to be some sort of red coconut-like objects that seem to be at the top of these trees. A few ferns grow here and there, and overall the lake just seems to be very peaceful and calming.
Hmm,
Um,
Can I
let's set up
do?
camp here for the night.
Yeah, can I do an Arcana check on the lake?
Sure.
Okay. Evray, you want to give me? Ugh.
Well, there's not any magic coming from the lake at all. It's just a lake. I mean, there's slight magic coming off fish, but that's in every living being has some magic.
Yeah. Okay. Do we?
Yeah,
None of us
fish
have
can
like a.
cast disintegrate.
None of us have like a fishing pole or anything on us, do we?
No, but we
Alluvia.
have string and goddamn sticks. It'll
Alluvia
work.
pulls out a fishing pole and tackle and says, "I do.
It'd be a good idea for a source of food.
I will.
Might as
I
well,
will
we're
go
gonna
ahead and
move up
fish
the
while
land.
you set up camp." As she starts setting up some bait and tosses it out, and just
All
sits
right,
back
I'll
and
help set up
relaxes.
camp.
I'll help set up camp as well.
Is there anything you wanted to do, Dolkin, during this time?
No, I think I'm just gonna check. It's like a big clearing, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna check the perimeter for any sort of like larger animal tracks. This might be like a popular lake for larger animals to come to.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival. All right. Let's see. As you start to walk around, you do see some humanoid footprints in the far distance of the lake as you walk on the other side, that seem to come almost out of the lake itself. They seem to be kind of drug as the footprints are very close together, with very little break in between them.
They just kind of go off into the woods.
Yes, farther out from what you can tell. You kind of lose track of them after a few feet into the woods as the ground is just too filled with roots and everything jutting out of the ground.
I'll inform the group that there might be some weird shit going on with this lake. So just if we're gonna keep
Yeah.
camp, let's actually do
So far,
proper watches.
everywhere on this continent
Is-
has some weird shit going on since the world's
Do-
merged.
Yeah,
we
but
have
there's weird
stuff-
shit like people walking out of the lake. Weird shit.
Do we
Oh,
have
merfolk.
stuff to build like defensive traps around the camp, like set up snares or like nets? Do we have stuff
I
for
have
that?
spells for that.
I meant like.
kind of looks out and she starts rummaging through her bag. I have nothing on me at this point.
Well, we do have my bag of holding that's oversized.
What? Yeah, check what's in there.
I'm gonna start searching through that bag of holding.
No, Ven, call it. Heads or tails?
Tails.
All right, Ven. As you start reaching in, you pull out some gold, a few pieces of rope. That's about
That'd
it.
be good.
We
We could set up snares with rope. We could set
Yeah.
up like
How much gold did I
foot
find in
catch
the
them by
bag?
their feet.
100 gold pieces.
Woohoo!
You're rich.
Ben's doing a little happy dance. I can finally buy you 2 dinner.
When we find it.
Olivia looks back at Ven and says, "Assuming you ever find her."
I swear to God, elf, I will slap you.
Do it, and my husband over there will kick your ass.
Dolkin,
What?
no offense, but I might slap her. I point
Slap
to
who?
Olivia.
I'm not paying
Olivia.
anything.
Okay, good. You keep doing what you're doing, buddy.
Olivia kind of draws her short sword and says, "Try it, old man."
Let's not fight.
I'm gonna
Now,
go over.
we have
I'm gonna
rope.
go over to
I have
Zaya.
extra 100 gold.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on Zaya. I
Uh-huh.
bet the old man loses.
Yep, that's how, considering she decapitated a great ape single-handedly, among other things. Yeah, I'm
But
not gonna.
If you're
Bet
gonna
you
fight,
money
no
on it.
killing.
Olivia looks at Dolkin and tosses her short sword. Says, "All right, I'll fight the old man with my hands. Bring it on. You want to
Let's-
settle this?"
We should set up
We're
the
not
camp
gonna play
traps
right
first.
now. Let's just do what we need to do.
That's what I
Set
thought,
up the
old man.
defensive traps.
Oh, I think that's a victory by forfeit. Congratulations.
She looks at Dolkin and says, "I knew he wouldn't have the balls to do anything, just like he doesn't have the balls to admit that his girlfriend ran on him."
Ritu's disappeared and come back before. I'm sure she's just
She wanders off
doing
occasionally,
something.
that's all.
like an actual dog. So I'm sure it's just natural. Assuming
You
she
hear
doesn't
fish that
find-
scream.
Okay, so is someone making those snares, or should I volunteer?
I'm say bring this up. I'm gonna say, well, I have glyphs of warding, but I need to take a rest because those are higher level than what I have remaining. If I could
Well,
do them, I could create some traps and trap spells on the ground.
well, if you hand me the rope, you can rest, and I'll try to see if I can make some snares.
I'm gonna hand her all the rope I got and put the gold in my pocket and be happy.
Okay.
What would I have to roll to just set up like a simple snare, something that's gonna like catch someone by the foot and trip them?
Survival, I think.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Or-
Da 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 da.
I don't do enough crafting to know.
I'm gonna try and take a long rest while this is all going on.
Let me look at something. I'm just pulling up, cause I gotta remember what if 5e has. What I'm thinking. This is what happens when you play too much 3.5 on the side. You never remember what 5e has available in its skill checks. And assuming D&D Beyond wants to load, of course, we rolled a nat 1 when retrieving a check. God damn it. Seriously?
D&D Beyond's been going down a lot because no one's been going into work because of the...
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna say, yeah, let's just go with the survival roll.
Okay. Do I don't add. I'm not proficient, so I wouldn't add proficiency.
Correct.
Okay, let's.
It should
do
already
this.
add proficiency for you, if you are.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a I got an 18.
Alright, you managed to set up a couple snares overall. As you managed to cover them up with leaves to make it harder to see, they seem to almost disappear around your camp.
I'm gonna tell everyone where I put them so no one wanders on them. Stupidly.
Suddenly,
So like,
suddenly Venzorin wanders off and to pee and walks into one.
Alluvia looks back at Zion and says, "I bet the old man falls on it 10 gold."
yeah, I'm not gonna make a bet with you because I feel like I'd lose money.
Oh well, it was worth a shot. As she continues to
Alright.
fish
Wait,
peacefully.
no, Olivia didn't bet the right thing. A night in bed is what she wants.
Olivia looks over
No.
at Ven, smiles, and says, "Oh, just 'cause your girlfriend ran out on you, doesn't mean you need to fantasize about me."
Oh, heck no. That's her job, I pointed at Zaya.
I am not in this conversation. I'm gonna go look
Old
around.
man jokes.
I'm gonna find a nice peaceful rock by the lake and I'm gonna get out my lute and I'm gonna start singing the newest song I wrote.
Okay.
And that's that.
Alright.
He's doing this. This gives me time to do
It's
spells
the
as I rest.
the theme song,
take it
FYI DM. That's the song she's singing right now to
Alright.
herself.
Okay. Olivia continues to do some singing of her own homeland and chilling out while fishing. Ven is being Ven. Dulkin, what do you plan to do with a little bit of your downtime?
I am trying to think of how I can make some better armor, like how to improve it.
Okay.
Like from a meta standpoint, if
Mhm.
I can make, what is it called? Splint?
Splint mail
Yeah,
or scale mail?
splint heavy armor.
Um,
Because I
You-
have an ability that says I can create something once a day, but it's only up to 100 gold, and
mhm.
splint is 200 gold.
Then you'd need materials to craft it at this point to do it.
Right.
If you had
So
the
I'm just thinking about like what I would need for that, or like while making a fire for the camp and stuff.
From what you can figure, you probably just need a couple of bars of whatever material you want to make this out of to try
Right.
and get a benefit. Some sort of arcane chalk to design the runes, so that way you can better forge them in. To give it better chances of gaining magical abilities. And you'd want to make sure you had your glasses on.
Of course. Just
Uh,
the important parts.
yes, that's the very important part for your intelligence. Um,
Glasses.
that item's gonna become a legendary item by the end of this campaign. The glasses of the smith who couldn't see. Um, yeah. Otherwise, that'd be pretty much it. You just need materials to make the
Yeah.
armor. Some
All
leather.
while just working on a small campfire and just kind of putting things in it periodically.
Okay. As you start to kind of poke the fire, it gets up and blooming. Some smoke coming out of it. Zaya gives bardic inspiration to everyone in the group, with her song as she begins to sing, relaxing in the background. The evening goes on. It's actually quite relaxed. Nothing seems to go on, and we'll actually be coming back next time for the actual situation. As Zaya
Yay!
finds herself suddenly grabbed from behind by a very wet hand. Thank you all for watching.
No!
I hope you've
Why
enjoyed this
me?
session, and we will see you next time.
Why?